It's a new series of Airline and it's business as usual.
Nobody cares about people like us.
It's all customers like me!
The passengers will say anything.
You're not involved. I'm not shouting. You are shouting.
My ass to the lot of you.
Do anything.
Oh, yes, that feels lovely.
Jump!
And the staff keep on smiling.
Jump!
Coming up, there's confusion at the Athens check-in.
She came, I was there feeding the babies.
Every now and again.
I can't do everything.
Oh, yeah, team.
And in Newcastle, pride comes before a fall.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze on a far-flung holiday, come fly with me, let's fly away.
The orderly airline queue, a very British institution. But not everyone understands the rules. Add a fiery Mediterranean temperament to the mix and watch out.
I am in the queue or not?
No.
Okay, we'll call security now, please. Okay, do you want me to make it big? I can make it big. 5 people waiting here. Do you want me to go back to the another queue? Do you want me to go back to another last queue? It's me. Oh, am I joking?
Fatima Raida is going on holiday to Malaga. She left the front of the queue to go and feed her 2 babies. And although she left her bags there, she's now being told she's lost her place.
Call security now. It's my queue.
We will call security. We will call security, but you need to step to one
Same
side.
security, he came. Please tell him to come. I can show him. I have baby. I was 5 people here. I have 2 babies. I can't do everything. She will tell me go back to the queue. I'm first people. I'm first lady. I came here. She must respect because I have 2 babies. She must respect. You must. I have 5 people here.
Supervisor Adrian Twigg wants to know what the shouting's all about. Lucy Munger on check-in gives him her side of the story.
She was the first person here and she had 2 babies to feed and there was 5 of them travelling. And I asked her where the other 5 had been when her bags were in there. She said they were been around the airport. So I said, I told her she couldn't leave her bags unattended because she'd done that, she needed to go back to the bank. And then she just went mad.
She said to me, you must go on the last. Why? I'm here the first. Before she came, I was there feeding the babies.
Every now and again.
I can't do everything. I have 2 babies. I have 2 babies.
Every now and again you hear a call saying, please do not leave baggage unattended. Okay?
I'm not. I was there. I had 2 babies. I can't do, I have 5 people with me.
My problem here is not the moment that you left the bags unattended. It's the way you're speaking to my check-in staff. Okay?
The first people I arrived, it's me.
Irrespective of where you were,
there's
no need to react.
You say, no, can you go back in the last? I say, excuse me, I am here. This is my bag. She would say, no, you must go again from, how come I go again from the last? I have 2 babies. Tell me how.
I said, if she can react a bit more calmly, I'll let her travel tonight. But if she starts shouting, I'm just walking away. Simple as that, and my staff will not be checking her in tonight.
Since its birth in 1995, easyJet has spread from its original base in Luton to new airports all over Europe. The latest is Newcastle, where today 3 new routes are going into service. Moira Findlay is in charge of the launch.
Today it's Prague, Paris and Belfast. We've also got the radio competition, so all the winners are quite excited at the moment. They're not quite sure where they're off to. It'll be one of the 3 and they're going with a Century presenter, but they're going to find out later live on air, so that should be quite interesting.
24 competition winners have won the chance to go to one of the new destinations. Local radio producer Jude Phillipson is coordinating the grand finale.
We've got 3 sets of winners that we're taking away to either Paris, Prague or Bristol on the first easyJet flights from Newcastle Airport. They're all a bit nervous at the minute, wondering where the heck they're off to for the weekend.
Prague, Paris or Bristol, and we hope for Prague.
Paris would be nice because it's my daughter's birthday tomorrow, so if we go there, we're going to Euro Disney.
I would like to go to Paris, but my mum wants to go to Prague.
And if we go to Bristol, I guess it's a zoo.
Each of the teams is led by a member of the radio crew. There's travel presenter Vic Ribbons, newsreader Ian Haslam, and the breakfast show's zany Neil Caven.
Whoa, what's going on here, man? We're all going on a summer holiday. No more working for 2 days or 3 day or two. This is my team here, yes. From here.
Sorry, Neil.
No, get off our team. Get away. Get out. All the way around here to this line here. This is all my team.
The 3 teams will find out in about 20 minutes, half an hour, where they're actually off to. So they're all getting psyched up now and hoping some sort of little rain dance will get them the places that they want to get to.
Great city, Bristol, tell you. Supposedly.
I hope I'll do you good, guys.
The nerves are getting quite high at the moment, I must admit, actually. I'm taking a few nervous sips of the bottle, so fingers crossed it's Paris.
She told me, what I say? I said the security, he told him, you are in the queue. She said, no, you go back to the queue. I said, okay.
Back in Luton, Adrian's just delivered bad news to Fatima.
You must say to her, because you said to my brother, you are in the queue.
Irrespective of that, you're not travelling on this flight tonight. I'm not having you react like this on board an aircraft. The way you've reacted tonight, the way you've spoken to my staff on this shift, I'm not prepared to put you on that aircraft, I'm afraid.
I'm a customer here. I have 2 babies. This is terrible. These people, he doesn't respect. He was terrible. I am customer here. I can't believe it. I was here before these people come in. Now I have 2 babies. I can keep the car there. I was 2 hours before this flight. Those people is no respect. This easyJet always trouble. Not me the first client. It doesn't treat the people very good. I was here opposite everybody is so me here. I can't believe it.
Don't know what she's going to do. I'm going to keep an eye on to see how it pans out over there. I don't think it's best for me to be around. She doesn't seem to like me at the moment.
I want to confirm my tickets because maybe I'm losing now my queue because I was...
Eventually, Fatima has no option but to transfer the entire family onto tomorrow's flight. But she's not going to go quietly.
You take me back from the queue.
My staff didn't have to call for me. I could hear you from over here.
She's the lady, she's in the queue, she has children, you must help me. Don't say, come on, slow, come on.
Sorry?
This is not the way you treat the customer. Come on, slow down.
We're in Wales
you must ask me what I have. Don't come from your stuff.
Now, with a 12-hour wait in the airport, there'll be plenty of time for her to get to the front of the queue for tomorrow's check-in.
Right, here we go. Here's the...
In Newcastle, the breakfast show is about to go live.
Now let's find out. It's the culmination of weeks of preparation. Prague, Paris, Bristol with easyJet. Let's find out where our teams will be going.
Nobody opens them yet.
This is the lucky one. This is the lucky one.
No, this one.
Hi, the Tiger. This says Paris. Prague. It is in my left palm, my slightly moist left palm at the moment because I'm very nervous. You hear the sound of ripping there for good on-air audio.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let them open the envelope and please tell
the envelope is being opened.
Where are you and the team going?
We are going to Bristol.
Watch out, Bristol.
Right, the mood's good in our camp.
I bet it is.
Right.
You've got your envelope, Neil?
Right, Prague or Paris, which one is it? Where are you going, We're going to... Fantastic! That's the one we wanted. Yes! Enjoy Bristol, mate. Make the most of what you've got.
Have a good one.
All right. I knew you'd do that. Prague, here we come! Hey! How are you, team?
In Liverpool, 2 Belfast passengers are on a mission from God.
Part of an apostolic church in Liverpool. It's the only one in Liverpool, I think. We're just letting people know the truth. That's basically it. Just spreading the word.
But John Hemus and Billy Kelly's preaching trip to Belfast is in danger of being grounded.
I've never flew before and I didn't know you need a photo ID, which you do. There's no arguments. They are right.
So I'll put you on the 11:30 flight and then just, regardless, still come in anyway and let us know what's happening.
Yes, I will.
Right,
Thanks,
then.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Just going to go and try and get themselves some photo ID. I don't know where, I've explained to them all it's got to be government issued and things, so they're going to come back at about, hopefully, before the 11:30 flight. It's 8:30 now, so we've got a little bit of time to go and find something, but I don't know what they're going to get.
But where can they find an official government ID at such short notice?
We're going to try Costco's, see if we can get a photo ID. If not, we're going to try something else.
A cash and carry store card might be the passport to wholesale goods, but what are the chances of it getting them on the flight? In Newcastle, Neil's still celebrating, but the smiles are hiding a secret.
Between you and I, Neil hasn't flown for 7 years and hated it, but that's between you and I.
Had a really bad experience. Not so bothered about going up and being up, but it's the coming down that's my problem. We'll just see what happens. I'm just, I'm raring to go now. I'm just, yes, I'm being positive. I'm raring to go now.
Everybody deals with nerves differently. Neil just carries on with the comedy routine.
Hey, the future's bright. Sorry. I'm saying the future's bright. Future's orange. Oops, sorry. No, let me say that for copyright reasons.
Can anyone of it get your bag?
Could anyone in this year? Maybe so, because I've been kind of wandering around. You're more than welcome to look in it.
I'll send you across the security, just get your bags.
Okay.
Neil's having to take his case into security because he looks like a thug. He looks worried. Not looking good. We might be going without him.
I'm all right, I think. Watch the Cumberland after us now.
After the routine check, all he has to do now is make it onto the plane. In Newcastle, the Prague flight is ready to board. But is Neil?
I think I'm putting on this front and being Mr. Loud and jumping around and yeah, he's all right. But underneath, I'm really, really, really petrified, actually.
I don't think he's going to go himself, like. Well, he's breaking it, isn't he?
He's a good leader. I'm sure he'll get on that plane.
He will. Push him up the stairs, won't we?
He won't let us down.
I'm at this moment right now, I'm thinking I don't know whether I should just kind of just let them be and just maybe kind of maybe, I don't know, just do a sharp exit, like, I don't know.
But for the good of his team, Neil's decided to get help from the chemist.
Yeah, took some diazepam, which I was told would chill us out. But I'm chilled out, but I'm still really nervous. So
I'm still going. Just means I've got 2 beds in my room.
He's all ready?
No.
See you then.
You?
Sure.
Oh, Neil, shall I hold your hand, mate? Come here.
Hold his hand. Come
Hold
on,
your hand.
Pat, don't worry about it.
You'll be fine, mate.
Don't you worry. Be brave. Think of England. You'll be marvellous. Come on. You're marvellous. Right.
Deep breaths.
Straight through. There's a nice man at the other end.
The combination of drugs, willpower and a little help from his friends means a sedated Neil finally boards the flight for Prague.
Thank you. All right, bye-bye.
In Liverpool, the plan to get photo ID from a cash and carry has already run into problems. It's not open for another hour.
Nothing like a tight schedule, is there? It's exciting, this is. We're getting our letterhead sent down from the church, utility bill, checkbook, business cards, business letterheads. So we're going to wait. It's right here.
But rather than leaving them out in the cold, the staff decide to open their doors early. John returns the favour with some free spiritual guidance.
Every one of you repent and be baptised in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ for the remission of your sins. There's your reason of baptism of water.
Well, they'd let us in instead of standing outside, which is nice of them. But they won't serve till 10 o'clock.
You know, I'm not going to turn around to anybody and say, well, you can go one way, I can go another way, because Christ said, I'm the way, the truth and the life. There's one way for everybody.
We've got to get on this flight, because this is what we've been booked to do, this is what we've been asked to do. in Belfast, just outside Belfast, and we've got to get on this flight, no matter what.
If I could stand here and preach all day, I'll stand here and preach all day. That'd forgive me in Ireland.
They may well have to. There's still no sign of the church documents.
How far away are you?
She's definitely put me fine. Thought she would have been here 10 minutes ago.
But better late than never, the church documents finally arrive. Inside, however, not everyone's convinced they're legit.
You don't look like teacher. Scally.
A scally?
Yeah. No, you just don't look.
I need to see. He doesn't look like a...
No, I'm not saying you look like a preacher, but I'd say you were more one than him.
But eventually, Billy gets his card. It's an ID of sorts, but will it convince easyJet?
That's fine. That'll be next week.
100% certain we are going to get this flight. Got some day looking at us.
Hello?
Hi, do you require passport or ID, please?
After racing to the airport, it's the moment of truth.
Can I just see your photographic ID, please? Thank you.
Show what we're doing.
Have you got the criteria?
I know, really.
Thank you very much.
What did I say to you an hour and a half ago?
Anyway, but
You think this is like coincidence or bad luck? No, it's not. That was a test. And thank the Lord we came through it.
the truth is the truth, and it makes you free.
Everyone to their own.
Thank you.
Okay,
Bye-bye. One night, when I came into the church, I had a lead walk up to me in my bedroom. My first words out of my mouth, I went, Jesus Christ, from me to death. And then a wind came into my bedroom, into the church. People received the Holy Ghost.
Luckily for the passengers, the flight's a lot shorter than John's sermon. Fatima stayed the night at the airport and arrived in Malaga with her family the next day. And Neil made it to Prague, but needed another dose of sedatives for the return leg. Coming up on Airline, there's an international incident in Liverpool.
When you live in America, you can get on a plane.
And one passenger reaches breaking point.
It's disgusting. Absolutely to be in that airport since 10 to 6 this morning.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Unfortunately, we can't accept this.
We need photographic identification.
There's nothing we can do if you haven't got the right form of ID.
First time I've ever been asked for photographic identification on an internal flight.
Unless you've got the ID when you get the check-in list, they won't accept it.
Isn't that very stupid? What's so bloody special about you? I will never travel easyJet ever again.
The only thing I can do...
In America, the consumer rules. But as Estelle Lasher is learning, customer service easyJet style isn't quite what she's used to.
Usually in the States, if they're still boarding, they'll let me go on.
Well, easyJet's policy is 40 minutes before we have to close the check-in. We won't accept
Can
any
you
late
call
passengers,
over there to
I'm
see if
afraid.
they can just let me come on?
It's already boarding now. We can't ring now. It's too late now, I'm afraid.
And the plane is still here. I could physically get on that plane.
You can't get on the aircraft. They won't let you. You have to close it 40 minutes before.
Do you understand you sound like a recording, but you don't
because
sound like a human being?
I've explained to you so many times, and you're just saying, can I ring somebody else and get you on the aircraft?
If the plane is sitting here, I can't get on that plane?
The plane is boarded now.
Its plane is boarding.
Don't you understand that? We can't just hold the aircraft because passengers come late.
I'm not asking you to hold the aircraft. I'm asking you
Well,
that's what
would happen.
I'm just saying, if I can run over there and try
It's not as easy as you
the
can
doors
run over
closed,
there.
the doors closed. At least give me the opportunity to go on the plane.
We don't have that opportunity, I'm afraid. They have slot times to make as well.
And there are no other flights to Paris?
Yeah,
this
5
airport.
to 2 this afternoon.
Besides 5 to 2, is there any other airline?
I've just explained to you now that
You're amazing. You're like a recording. She's...
Mrs. Lasher's American charm offensive has fallen on deaf Scouse ears.
I can't get on the plane and it's sitting there. Can anybody explain that? When you live in America, you can get on a plane. I mean, if you miss it, if the plane has not departed, you can leave. The plane is sitting there, another plane doesn't leave till 2 o'clock, and I'm talking to a Roboton, I can't get on the plane. There you go for easyJet.
What does she want? I don't understand what she wants me to say, though. Oh, yeah, I'll get you on the plane. You're from America.
There's absolutely zero flexibility. That's what I was dealing with, and I'm not used to that. You're human, you're human, you're human. We all blink. We all travel. Talk to me. I'm a person.
She'll be back. But yeah,
Oh,
she'll be back in a minute.
She'll be back now to get on the
I'll just say, I'm a recorder. You're like a recorder. You're like a recorder.
easyJet's new ID policy is also causing trouble at their newest base, Newcastle. OAP mums Mary Simpson and Ada Pickering are flying to Bristol for their children's 30th wedding anniversary. Ada's checked in without a hitch, but Mary's got a problem.
You'll not be allowed to travel on this passport with it being expired.
It was added on.
I know it is.
For another.
It is up to July 2001, but it's only allowed to be expired a maximum of 2 years. It's on this sign here what forms of ID they accept.
Valid government-issued identity cards. Miss pension card, not.
I know, it has to have something with your photograph on.
My photo's there. My daughter says, take your passport. I said, well, it's expired. The devil you can do it. I don't drive.
Do you have a photograph?
The photograph's there, but she won't accept the passport because it's expired more than 2 years.
Well, we'll have to
I haven't had the opportunity with a sick husband to fly, so I didn't need a passport again, you see.
Right.
What's you going to Bristol for?
30th wedding anniversary.
Tomorrow. Oh dear.
And we were so looking forward to it. Now I don't know what we can do.
American Estelle Lasher is going to give peace a chance with supervisor Joanne Dempsey. Will the special relationship blossom here in Liverpool?
Do you need any help?
Hello, I have to book the next flight. Surprise, surprise.
Your passport's on you, please.
Yes.
Just print your details out for you now, okay?
Can't wait for you to come to America.
Been lots of times.
Now what am I going to do?
Ada's found another airline at Newcastle Airport that will let Mary fly to Bristol without photo ID, but it's expensive, and it means they'd have to travel separately.
It's £179. So what do we do? Are we going to splash out?
I don't think so, Ada. I can't afford money like that.
I would.
You would.
Well,
it's not going to get us one way. But will they let me go? They won't let me come back again, will they?
Well, we've got all the flights. We can get a photograph for you when you're there.
Sorry?
Look, I'll pay half your flight. You go on that one.
You won't.
Go on
You can't
easyJet.
do
I can
that,
get an
love.
easyJet, you see.
No. You can get the easyJet. No, you can't do that.
Yes, of course we'll do that. That's the only way we're going to get. I'll put it on my card and book you a ticket out.
Oh, I've got my own card. I've got a switch card. I could buy a ticket.
So, are you game to do it, or do we go home, or what do we do?
Mary's decided to splash out on a flight to Bristol.
Oh, dear. I bought a ticket with British Airways.
For £100
and what?
£98.
Yes.
Single to Bristol.
Because they won't accept the passport, which is more than 2 years expired.
How do you feel about that?
Absolutely. Do you want me to swear? Really?
Sometimes I feel sorry for people when they can't get on with the ID that they bring, but at the end of the day, she's going to get there, so it's all right.
I better go and book you in. Go and get drunk, I think, and then they'll not let me on this flight. So much for your old age pension, eh?
In Liverpool, easyJet's Emma Jones is trying to keep the peace.
There's just the Barcelona's delay. It's an indefinite delay. They're waiting for the part to come in from Luton. So we're just giving food vouchers out now for them to calm them down a bit, bribe them with food.
They're bringing the parts up from Luton by car or taxi, and we've got to wait for that part to come up here to fit it, and we're just not getting any information whatsoever from easyJet.
There is nobody in an easyJet uniform to be seen.
To disappear at the right time.
Or the wrong time for us. We didn't know whether to put an announcement out for an easyJet member of staff to come and speak to the passengers.
It's the first
time we've flown with easyJet.
And it'll be the last time.
Despite a few gripes, passengers take their delay with surprisingly good grace. Liverpool's long-suffering Barcelona passengers are finally boarding. But before they can put their seatbelts on, they've been told to get off again.
We've got 4 bags that haven't been accounted for. So what I've got to do for security reasons is I've got to get all the bags counted off the aircraft again. I'm going to line them up on the ramp here, and I've got to get the passengers off to actually identify the bags, just to make sure that every bag on board isn't unaccompanied and belongs to a passenger on board.
Emma's food vouchers have kept the passengers calm so far, and despite yet another delay, they've still kept a sense of humour.
The flight was so smooth I didn't even feel the plane take off.
Five hours behind schedule, the Liverpool passengers have finally cracked.
Absolutely dreadful. This is my 4th or 5th flight and I've never yet had one on time. And this baggage fiasco, it's just going to bad to worse. I think we're going for a longish weekend. It's going to be a very short weekend. Scandalous.
Breakfast in Barcelona has turned into lunchtime in Liverpool.
It's just a joke. 5 hours, it's a mess. I've got children up there. It's disgusting. Absolutely to be in that airport since 10 to 6 this morning. Well, wait, oh yeah, I've been away since my daughter's been 14 months. She's 7 years of age and she's so excited she's crying her eyes out. It's disgusting. I mean, it's just a mess, look at it.
Aircraft dispatcher Mark Knott has finally discovered why the number of bags didn't tally.
The discrepancy came down in the baggage bay. They'd actually misplaced 11 of the baggage stickers, so the bags are actually on board, but we couldn't physically account for them.
It's year 2003 and they're doing something like this. easyJet, it's a mess and it's a joke.
easyJet in Bristol relented and let Mary travel back to Newcastle using her expired passport as photo ID. Coming up on Airline, au revoir to the Paris flight means tantrums.
So you can expect a little bit of rudeness, I would have thought, and you should be trained to handle customers who are pissed off.
And tears.
Because my family is waiting for me. My grandmother is near to die.
And in Luton, one member of the easyJet team is hoping for a career takeoff.
Oh, that'll be me soon.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
That looks fabulous.
It's a special occasion at Luton Airport. The easyJet staff have swapped their familiar orange for pink, the colour of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Any donations for cancer research?
where you hold the pound coin.
In the terminal, duty manager Jane Bolton is in a particularly charitable mood.
We've got 2 passengers that have arrived late in from Edinburgh. They are on their honeymoon, I do believe, and they need to get to Faro. So the flight's on time, so we're going to wait for them now.
Are they definitely coming then?
Yeah, they've just landed from Edinburgh. We're just waiting for them to get their bags and come through.
Could be the Joneses. Or...
Well, it's highly unlikely they'll be travelling in their married name, though, will it? Because she'll have a marriage certificate. People don't tend to take the marriage certificate away with them. Hi, it's me. Hello. These passengers that are coming in from Edinburgh that need to get on the Faro, do we know what their surnames are at all? Sheila and Stephen Johnson.
The captain of the Faro flight can only hold the plane for 20 minutes.
Hello, you've got passengers Mr and Mrs Johnson arriving from Edinburgh. So should be just pulling on to stand 7 now. I need them, they're going to Faro. I need them at desk, excuse me, 47 as soon as they possibly can. Just have to wait now, see if they make it then.
In Liverpool, Delphine van der Pauw is too late for check-in on the afternoon Paris flight. She seems happy to transfer to the evening departure, but when her father finds out, he's not impressed.
Jesus Christ. Hi. I've got my daughter who's supposed to be going to France and she's been told she can't get on the plane.
Yeah, the check-in closes 1:15.
But it doesn't go for another 25
I know,
minutes.
it doesn't matter. Once the check-in closes, we can't accept any late passengers.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, the check-in's been open for 2 hours, you see, and it closes promptly 40 minutes before.
So what's she supposed to do now?
On deck, she's already been transferred on to the next one, which is at 7:15.
I don't believe that. That is so incredibly inflexible. I mean, there's still another 25 minutes to go before the plane goes.
The aircraft.
Well, it's boarding, but it hasn't boarded. I mean, they're still loading up right now.
No, it's boarding now.
So if she were to join the end of the boarding queue, she'd be absolutely fine, wouldn't she?
No, we only have 20-minute turnarounds and we have to meet them times.
Hiya. Hi. Well, because they're saying that she's missed it by about 30 seconds, so they have to close the flight, and the flight is now closed, and there's absolutely no way that she can get on the flight, and she's going to have to...
It was not 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes.
It's only 10 minutes now. I've been all the way down
there and lug a heavy thing back here.
Yeah, but it was 25 past when you turned up here.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes a big difference.
Yeah. By the time we got here, not by the time she was
I
there.
actually think it's funny.
I don't find it funny, no.
Well, you yourself laughing there.
Excuse me, you don't have to be rude to us.
Hang on, it's well, actually, she's totally off, so you can expect a little bit of rudeness, I would have thought, and you should be trained to handle customers who are off.
I am, but no one swears at me. I just tell you to move away from the desk.
So
now
if
we
you
don't
can hear all
have to be
this going
spoken
on,
to
can you?
like that, I'm afraid. We weren't late for the check-in.
No, they won't let her on the flight, and they're being stroppy at the gate here.
It's been open for 2 hours, the gate.
You know, they're saying it's been open for 2 hours, but so what? Doesn't mean you're here 2 hours beforehand. We were here, what, 30 seconds after closing? And they're telling us, no, you can't get on the plane now. She's got to meet her grandparents in France, who are coming miles to pick her up, and now we're being told we're on the what flight?
7:15, the next one.
7:15. So what are we supposed to do now? Any other airline? I have travelled all around the world and have been able to get... I've never missed a flight. I have never come across an airline that's as inflexible as this.
At Luton, the honeymoon couple are finally on their way through.
OK, thank you. Bye-bye. Hi! Yeah. Congratulations! Where's your husband?
He's getting the luggage.
Oh, what, we can't check in until he's here, my dear. Are you for Faro as well?
Yeah.
OK, we can't do anything until your bags are here, and then we're going to have to take your bags through with you.
Brilliant.
Okay. This is the last thing you need today, really, isn't it? When did you get married? Today?
No.
Oh, right. Yeah, belated honeymoon, then. You must have been married a while, then, if your passport's supposed to say Johnson already. Yeah. So you're not on your honeymoon at all? Yeah. You just said that to go, I was hoping to open the fly, didn't you?
Not me.
Nothing gets past me, love.
Not me.
Well, the passports are both in the name of Johnson, and you wouldn't get them done on the same day as your wedding, so they're obviously not on the honeymoon at all. That was just said to keep the check-in open. A bit annoying.
That's the gamble paid off for you.
Well, no, because until the bags and the other halves get here, we don't know if they're going to be able to go yet anyway. Because your flight's on time, the aircraft's been here for 20 minutes, so and depending on what time your bags gets here, depends on whether we can actually accept you or not. So you're not home and dry yet. I'm intrigued now, because we would have kept it open anyway for you, because we try and do that if someone's coming in on a flight. Who suggested the honeymoon story, then?
Well, can you believe it? I mean, would you have done if you'd seen me waitressing my husband?
No, I'm just asking you who said it. Was it you or was it the crew?
No, I don't know, but it wasn't us.
Was it the crew, then?
I don't know.
Hi, it's me. The bag's only just coming off, so it'll be about another 5 minutes. I'm going to go take him through his carriage.
The so-called honeymoon husband has finally arrived.
If easyJet get us on, they're the best airline.
You just lift it up for me, someone.
We're allowed 2¼ hours, but it's still a bit of a panic. OK. Well done. Cheers. Can I borrow your wig?
Where's Cancer Research Day?
I think easyJet will go to. Cheers.
The couple are still being coy about the honeymoon scam.
It might have been a little help from a crew member. I don't know. I'll say no more. If it made any difference, it worked anyway.
You generally go out of your way for genuine cases, and when people lie to you, you tend to look at people further down the line, and the next day or a week or a month later, and think, well, really, they are telling the truth to me, or are they lying? It's a bit naughty, really.
Mr. Van der Pauw is still refusing to take no for an answer.
So, there's absolutely no way you're saying that she can get on this flight. I mean, even if you speak to somebody nicely at the...
transferred it when she came before. I already transferred it, didn't realise. You were fine before when I said you'd missed this flight.
Well, not fine. How fine can you be?
But then you come back shouting because you've gone to see your dad and your dad said, why can't you get on?
Absolutely
you
right.
wasn't shouting
Because
before.
I have been travelling all around the world for the last 40 years. You know, I'm talking to you.
Well, you're already on the next one anyway now, which goes tonight. Because that's all easyJet policy is anyway. It's a free transfer to the next available flight.
Well, I can see we're going to get nowhere with stop features here, so... She got her grandparents picking her up in France, who are travelling, what, 200 miles to get to the airport to pick her up? And so we need to try and somehow get in touch with them. They're elderly people. They don't have mobiles. I don't know how the hell we're going to get in touch with them.
So, as I went over to my dad was saying, well, hang on. I thought, well, yeah, hang on. We've only got, we've still got, half an hour. And before the plane goes, why the hell not? I thought that he might be able to, wangle me in. But,
This crew here reckon it's impossible. Rules is rules, and more than my job's worth, I suppose, is what we're talking about here. So we are off to here, as you can imagine. Right, so we come back. Hopefully this crew will have changed too.
She came here before and I changed and I told her she was late and she accepted that. Went away, I didn't even realise that was her coming back. Till her dad started shouting how incompetent we are here at Liverpool. And she was clearly late for the check-in. I think she was very unreasonable. Obviously she can't speak for herself, she needs a dad to come and do it for her.
I've got somebody just opening there for you, OK, which is going to help get the queue down quicker, OK? You're welcome. Flight 17, that's flight 17.
That is it,
there we are,
right.
you're in the right queue. If you look above the desks...
After 3.5 years working for easyJet, passenger assistant Georgie Horton has set her sights on a new challenge.
Now I feel ready. I've done the ground handling and now I want to go for cabin crew.
She loves you, yeah. It's the job Georgie's always dreamed of.
She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah.
But until now, it's just been a fantasy. Her previous application to join the jet set was unsuccessful for one major reason.
I did actually ask one of the managers why I didn't hear from them, and she said it had something to do with my weight, and that, which I found a little bit hard to believe at the time. But when you are overweight, your confidence does sort of lack, so I just let it go. I'm just coming through to departures. Does anybody need any help at any of the gates?
This time, Georgie's prepared to do whatever it takes to realise her dream.
I've joined Weight Watchers, but I have this fear of actually getting on them scales. And that's the big issue. Once I get on them scales and then start the plan, I'll be all right. You're welcome. Oh, that'll be me soon.
Georgie Horton is aiming to make the grade for cabin crew. To be accepted, her weight has to be proportionate to her height. This morning, she's off to do something about it.
I'm joining Weight Watchers. Very nervous. Never done it before in my life. But it's a new beginning. So I want to lose a couple of stone. So let's just see what the instructor says when I get there today, the consultant. It has actually taken me 2 years to do this, you know, to actually build up that confidence to come. I do like challenges in life, and I think, you know, I get something into my head and I think I'm going to do it, and I'll do it. Whatever determination is needed, I've got it, because I'll do it. Morning.
Morning.
I'm new. I haven't told anybody that I've decided to join Weight Watchers. I just want to keep it personal, really.
How tall did you say?
About 5'1½". I think when you're a little bit bigger, you do tend to lose a little bit of confidence. Although friends say you're oozing with confidence, I am in certain things, but I think appearance is so important, isn't it? I'll see the results at the end, I hope. Right, thank you.
But the moment Georgie is dreading is fast approaching. The weigh-in. It's 7 p.m. in Liverpool. The airport express coach from Manchester is over an hour late.
Paris, the 7:20.
Yes.
Yeah, you've missed it. 6 o'clock.
But it's not even time yet.
No, 6 o'clock. The check-in closes.
But you know that, did you see the line? There's no way we're going to get there by 6 o'clock anyways.
I know, but that's not my fault either.
No, but...
the only thing I can do...
Of course, because you're overbooking
I know,
the flight.
It's not your fault, but I can't let you on a flight that closed an hour ago.
Please,
I can't do nothing.
Why?
Student Marjorie Maurier is desperate to get on the flight.
Because yeah, I understand that it is 7, but I left Huddersfield at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to be there in time because my family is waiting for me. My grandmother is near to die.
You're an hour late. I can't get you on a plane. You're an hour late for. You won't delay.
But the hour is the hour I was waiting for the coach.
Yeah, you were waiting for the coach, and understand it's not your fault, but understand it's not easyJet's fault either.
Found it quite easy.
It has been quite easy, yeah. This last bit's because we've got about 7 or 8 pounds to go now. And that's the hardest bit.
Oh, really?
£1, yeah. It's the hardest.
I've probably got about 5 stone to go.
Back at Weight Watchers, Georgie is next in line for the scales.
Morning.
Morning, you're new.
I am.
Yeah, I'm Mo. Welcome
Mo.
along. Nice to have you
Thank
with us.
you.
Okay. Every little bit helps, doesn't it?
The hardest thing for me to do was to get onto them scales.
This bit done. Thanks very much.
The scales register 14.5 stone.
Oh my God. Oh right. It's all right. That is why you're here. Okay, that's that bit done. You can get off again. Okay. What we're going to do, we suggest that you start off aiming to lose 10% of your body weight because you get real health benefits for that.
Okay.
So to start with, first main target that we're going to aim you at is, where are we? It's this one here.
Right.
All right. Now, when you get to that weight, what we'll do then is set you another target after that and think about the next bit then.
Okay.
Break it down into manageable chunks for you rather than putting you off on your first day.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you.
With us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Georgie's first target is to lose 20 pounds. But with the average cabin crew member weighing 9 stone, Georgie is over 5 stones heavier. It's a big task, but she's feeling positive.
I think the worst part was actually I was working myself up, getting onto the scales. But once I passed that stage, then I was all right, yeah. And the members seemed very friendly and supportive for my first day, so that was good as well. So I feel quite comfortable next week going back. Must have ever lost any weight.
There's a long road ahead for Georgie. In Liverpool, Marjorie Morier will take any seat to get on the Paris flight.
I don't mind if I fly in the toilet, but I need to come back.
I can't get you boarded. What do you want me to do? I can't get you on a plane that people are already on. That'll delay the flight. I can't delay a flight for 3 passengers.
Where are the gates? You know where are they?
Upstairs, 3rd floor, but you won't make it through security.
And where was your coach at 4 o'clock?
I don't deal with the coach. You'll have to take that up with the coach company. I don't know what you want me to do because I can't get you on this flight. I've told you the only thing I can do, and that's it. That's all I can do for you, and I don't know what else you want me to do.
At what time is the plane tomorrow?
The plane leaves here at 7:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Have you got your ID and I'll get you onto that one?
The
passenger missed the flight by an hour. Well, she was an hour late. The check-in closes at 6 o'clock. She came at 7. So she'd missed check-in by an hour, and I couldn't let her on an hour late because it would have delayed the flight, and she just got hysterical, basically. I mean, if she was 5 minutes late, then yeah, I would have made an exception and would have let her on. But an hour late, I mean, even if the coach was late, it's not her fault, I know, but it's not my fault. And I did the best I could do by getting her on the next flight, so that's all I could do.
Delphine van der Pauw had a 5-hour wait before she could get to Paris. After a long night in the airport, Marjorie Morier caught the next flight home. Coming up on Airline, Leanne shoots from the hip.
What we're talking about is our job.
And customer services get an earful.
I never have a problem, so I know I am right.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Newcastle Airport's used by more than 3 million people each year, but not all of them manage to catch their plane.
Should have had the 19 pints, should I? You know what I mean? That should be in Bristol, that. Newcastle.
A confused John Welsh was found wandering around departures after missing his flight to Bristol.
I think he must have just lost control of what he was drinking last night and apparently had 19 pints and 2 bottles of vodka. I would have been on the floor, probably unconscious if I had that amount.
With a course to attend early tomorrow in Bristol, he needs to get moving if he's going to make it.
Right, your train leaves Newcastle Central at 10:30.
Right.
Is it single or return?
Single, please.
Yeah, can you give me single cost on that, please? Right, it's £113.
113 quid.
The train fare's twice the amount John paid for his flight.
Could go to Florida for 2 weeks with the air car.
I'll take it to the ticket desk then, if that's all right by you, and we'll see what the girls can do. So maybe you could travel down tonight and then...
I'm not paying the 13 quid. 13 quid?
Is there any way you can change him to tonight's flight?
He might have had a few too many, but even he still understands the difference between £113 and a free transfer.
Next flight's 19:55.
I'm just going to go on the lash now.
You might get refused tonight. Do you not live nearby?
The lad who's brought us here under protest, I've just woke him up. He told me to F off.
We convinced him into going on tonight's flight. Probably think he's going to end up missing that one if he has a good bit to drink again today, which I think was his plans.
He's booked onto the evening flight, but it means he's now got more than 10 hours to make himself familiar with the airport bar. John's opted to pass the time with a quiet beer. Or two.
The reason I've had a drink is because I'm nervous of flying. I get scared. Well, I'm not scared about flying. It's crashing into the ground I'm scared of. I've come on easyJet, got a good cheap flight for 25 quid. It ended up cost me about 190 quid. I've spent more money here than I did in Florida last year.
He was worse for wear when he arrived at the airport 7 hours ago, but despite continuing to drink, he still expects to fly, if he can find check-in.
It's now
21.50.
Where is it? No. That way.
John's decided to try and sober up. For the past hour and a half, he's been on coffee and water, hoping it'll help convince staff he's fit to fly. But as departure looms, Supervisor Louise Swindon needs further persuading.
When we've seen him before, he was still slurring a bit and walking a bit funny. So we're going to go over and have a word, see what he's like now. Hiya, are you all right? I've just come round just to have a word. How are you feeling?
I'm calm, mate.
Are you sober?
Sober, I've done a drop.
You haven't had a drop. What have you been drinking? You've been having coffee and water? Good. He seems to have sobered up a lot. And he's got a big bottle of water there, which is a good thing. And he's not slurring his words, he's fine.
It's been a long day for a tired John.
I'll still get there in the end. I mean, I'll be at the course in the morning, so that's the main thing. I hope so, anyway.
But I have a visa. I have a visa for United Kingdom.
You haven't got to use a visa for Amsterdam, so why should I send you there?
In Liverpool, Hamid Al-Shayabani is travelling back home to Amsterdam with his wife. But Leanne Chung is trying to explain that his wife's return visa has expired.
We're not saying to you that you can't travel, we're saying it has to be checked out first.
According to the regulations, if I
you-
have no visa,
Yeah.
I am not allowed to enter the Holland.
No, so
they will
they send
send me
you
back
back.
in the same flight. That's
Yeah.
right. And I have a visa to return back to United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Legally, you have no problem.
We're not talking on legal terms. What we're talking about is our job. If we send you there and then we get fined, I get into trouble.
If I have no document, they will fine me
No, they
2,000.
fine us.
2,000.
Well, it depends. It can be anything from 2,000 to 20,000.
10, 20, 30, no problem. We will pay it.
It's not about that. It's not about that.
So
It's
what are you
not-
talking about?
Why you allowed me to come from Holland to here? Your people there, they're
Visas
supposed
to
to
the
tell me
UK.
that.
did not ask.
You have a UK visa, so you're allowed into this
No, no,
country.
no, return ticket.
No,
Why they
return
did not
ticket. They
tell
give us
us
return
when you
ticket.
come back?
It's your responsibility to check your own
So
documentation.
it's our responsibility.
At the moment, until we're 100% sure, we're not going to send you on that flight.
It's been 3 years since easyJet bought a new plane, but Chief Executive Ray Webster has splashed out £4 billion on 120 new Airbuses.
I see there's 2 aeroplanes out here, John, so I guess you're giving us a bonus today. We can take 2 away.
2 for 1 cent.
Fantastic. That's the sort of deal we like. This is a commitment, yeah? This is a commitment. Shall we do it? Okay, why not? This is the next big milestone achieved for easyJet. A new era is just beginning with a brand new aeroplane, and this is going to change gear in our growth going forward.
The new aircraft are the most advanced available, and easyJet want them up in the air as soon as possible. Gatwick's chief pilot Chris Pell is in Geneva to oversee.
I came over to be on the aircraft as we take it into Luton to introduce it to all the staff at Easyland. And it's a big day. We've got parties organised, and there's been a raffle for a special flight when we get there. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Come and say hello again. The whole thing's going like clockwork at the moment. Crew's here, the cabin crew are here, and I'm sure they'll start checking at Luton now, ready for the big event. But you can see inside the aircraft itself, it's all beautiful with the sort of carpet covers at the moment to try and keep the thing pristine for as long as possible. But it's still a new toy, isn't it?
Takeoff is minutes away, but there's a hitch.
There's a slight technical fault on a valve that puts bleed air into the cabin, and it's actually showing closed when it should be open. So there we are, brand new airplane, and it's got a slight thing on it, so there we are.
The champagne's getting warm in Luton. It's down to the engineers to save the day.
Ho-hum.
Leanne has been faxed a photocopy of Mrs Al-Shayabani's new visa, but easyJet still need the OK from Amsterdam Immigration.
Okay, thank you. Once he's received it there, he said he's going to consider it and then he will call us back.
Unfortunately, they've already missed their scheduled flight.
So I have a visa for 1 year to United Kingdom. I have a visa for 1 year to United States. And it's the same thing for my wife. I mean, if they have any problem at the airport, they will send me to one of these countries, to United States or to my own country, to Yemen. They refused.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. He said it's okay, he can accept you now.
Now they need to book a new flight time.
If you want to take me at 4, at 6, at 8, that's up to you. I don't know.
Well, no, it's up to you. It depends when you want to travel. If you don't want to travel till tomorrow, you can go tomorrow.
No.
It's up to
I
you.
have to have a work.
So which one do you want then?
Any
It's your
flight.
decision, not
Any
mine.
flight. First flight.
Well, I'm not prepared to choose your flight.
The first
if you want
flight.
to go at quarter
What time
to
you
4,
have flight? 4,
quarter to 4.
Yeah.
They were just blatantly rude from beginning to end.
In Geneva, the engineers have finally managed to fix the problem. The sticking valve is now open and working. At last, the plane can leave, fashionably late, for its own party.
This is outrageous. I've got this booking confirmation number. I booked it. It was emailed to me.
In Luton, Susie Hayward's Malaga holiday plans are in turmoil. There's no record of her flight booking either at the sales desk or at customer services.
Sorry, but I've paid for this. £128.98. It is written down here. I haven't booked a different date because I double-checked it. I haven't written it down incorrectly. Why would I type 2 wrong names in? I haven't used a different card. This is unbelievable. I have not used a different card. I've had this card for ages, both of them. So what am I supposed to do? You've got £128 of my money. I'm standing here at the airport with 2 people who should be on the 9 o'clock flight to Malaga with me. No. I've been flying with easyJet for 6 years now. This is the first time I've had a problem. I never have a problem, so I know I am right. They're telling me I haven't paid for or booked any flights. Where's my purse? Where's Daniel? He's got my purse. I've got no battery left on this phone.
Finally, at check-in, the mystery is solved.
It's for yesterday. No, it wasn't for yesterday.
Yeah, I put it on the booking.
She's got it on the booking.
I put it on the booking here. It was for yesterday, last night. The same flight, but last night you paid £128.98.
Oh, for God's sake. Well, look, can we get them on the flight tonight?
You have to sort it out with the customer services.
Passenger Al Shabani and Yafai, please be advised that this flight is now fully boarded from gate 7A in the lower departures.
It's the final call for the Amsterdam flight, and there are 2 very late passengers.
Julie, you've not made it.
You're joking.
Not made the flight. There's been numerous calls for you, 6 to 7 calls for your name, and you've actually missed that flight now. You're the last people now. They've been on board for 10 minutes.
They've now missed 2 flights and will have to wait another 4 hours if they want to catch the last one of the day.
Oh my God. Obviously, if he feels that he's too important to make himself present at the gate, so his bag has been made available for offload.
It's not your lucky day today, is it?
It's a bad day. Yeah.
It's not my day.
What?
In Luton, Susie's been told how much her mix-up has cost. The 2 seats are now double the amount of her original booking.
£127
door's just over there. The
Yeah,
one
you
that's
did
in.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
You got a credit card you made the booking with?
Yes. I booked it on the internet, double-checked it, but all three people were on the same flight, and they told me yes at easyJet, gave me confirmation numbers, said no problem. And then, yet again, 2 weeks ago, I confirmed it with them again, and they told me we're all on the same flight. Now, in 2 weeks, somehow 2 people seem to be moved from one night to another.
The only way you're going to be able to get to Malaga this evening is to buy some new tickets, and then I suggest you do put in for a refund. Yeah?
I've got to pay £127 for each ticket for my nephew and my sister. All my holiday money, basically. I'm very upset. It ruined my whole holiday, actually.
At the end of the day, we have to go by the computer, and all we could do was charge her the full price again. Nothing we could do.
There's no such thing as a cheap flight, by the way.
She'll kick off her Malaga holiday £250 lighter. The new Airbus has arrived in Luton, and the staff are about to see what all the fuss is about. As soon as it's off the ground, they're out of their seats.
The half of them are queuing to get the toilet, and the other half queuing to get the flight day. You can't work out. What are you queuing for? The toilet. Oh, the toilet. Oh, what are you queuing for? Definitely the flight day.
I can't
wait to fly in it. It's crew, really. It's going to be good. It'll be very user-friendly, very good for the crew, very good for passengers.
It's the technology. The technology in this compared to the Boeing is like light years ahead.
And at 23,000 feet, that technology is put to the test.
We're going to show you a bit the way fly-by-wires work. We're going to make a climb. We're going to do the same on the left side. And we're going to go around. As you can see, the aircraft is doing a lot of things. We are back on straight level. If you want to go down, you push the stick and the aircraft goes down. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it.
We did a few kind of ups and downs and turns and what have you, so that was a real laugh. I think everyone really loved it. Great atmosphere.
And with a free bar at the welcome party, the atmosphere looks set to continue long into the night. After 8 hours in Liverpool Airport, Mr. and Mrs. Al-Shayabani eventually touched down in Amsterdam. 15 green bottles and nearly £100 later, John made it to his course in Bristol. Coming up on Airline, Jane Bolton gets some French stick.
No more. Finished. Okay? Finished.
Chief Purser Bob Brain is on a special mission in Amsterdam.
It's all very cloak and dagger stuff, and a lot of work has gone into keeping it a secret.
And easyJet's pilots are getting younger and younger.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Good. What can we say, 20 minutes early?
It's the end of another shift for easyJet's Gatwick base captain, Chris Pell, but he's not going home. Chris, his wife Debbie and their daughter Amelia are meeting some special guests from Belarus, the country worst affected by the Chernobyl nuclear disaster in 1986.
We can say.
Hello. How do you say that in Russian? Привет.
The Chernobyl Children's Lifeline charity is bringing 20 Belarusian youngsters to the UK. 2 10-year-old girls are staying with the Pells for the next month.
All but 1% of the land in Belarus is contaminated. And the contamination is obviously radioactive. So therefore they're getting attacked with nuclear poisoning.
If we're nervous, how on earth are they feeling?
They reckon that 1 month out of Belarus will extend their lives by up to 2 years. So to me, that's a major reason to take these kids in.
Could be coming through soon.
Fairly soon.
The children's plane has landed, so the Pells only have a few moments to brush up on their Russian.
And you can say Eto, which means this is Eto Emmy, Eto Debbie.
Oh, let Emmy say it.
Well, if she can remember. But you remember, won't you?
Much better.
Brilliant.
90% of Belarusian children suffer from radiation poisoning. While in the UK, this group will breathe clean air and eat healthy food for the first time in their lives.
A bit emotional, actually.
Unbelievable, just so much happiness, you know.
Are you excited then?
I just don't do this sort of thing, and just to see so much, it's overwhelming.
Hello. Is it your two? Привет. Привет. Is it
Hello. Привет.
Меня зовут Debbie. Это Emmy. Это Chris.
Yes.
Olga? Or Lena. Lena.
Yeah, Elena.
Lena and Olga. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Say hello. Shall I take
Speak
your
any
bags?
English?
A little. Very good.
A little is very good.
Unfortunately, Liana's English and Debbie's Russian aren't quite good enough yet.
Toilet? Toilet? Do you need the toilet? Toilet? No? No? Let's just go. Let's just go.
We tried.
It didn't work.
We did try.
Let's go. Don't worry.
It'll be fingers and legs crossed for the journey home. Chief Purser Bob Brain is in Holland on a top-secret mission.
Yeah, I'm here in Schiphol Airport, Amsterdam today, operating a flight back to Liverpool, and special day for 2 passengers on board. It's all very cloak and dagger stuff, and a lot of work has gone into keeping it a secret.
Fire crews at Liverpool Airport are also part of Bob's covert operation. Martin Fletcher is in charge.
You know what's happened today on the 925 from Amsterdam? So it's going to be on stand 1. We'll take both Fire 1, Fire 2 down to stand 2, park them up as we discussed this morning. OK, it's 9:10 now, so we better get a move on and get ready. Be in your fire kit as well, in case we get a shout. OK, let's rock and roll then.
With the Liverpool Airport firefighters briefed, the ruse is falling nicely into place. In Newcastle, frequent flyer David Marsh has a problem with his booking to Stansted. Passenger service agents like Vicky Hargreaves deal with Mr Marsh on a regular basis.
He has been a frequent flyer for quite a long time with easyJet, and he does actually cause a bit of trouble for us sometimes.
Mr Marsh's booking is missing. Passenger service agents Robert Burke and Nicola Ward are desperately trying to find it.
Should go see if he's got another reference number.
Just double check the list, because if he's not on the list, he won't be. And he's not on the list, so he's not booked.
Robert's got to break the bad news.
You're not actually in the system for
I
being
don't.
on
No,
this.
sorry, you didn't hear what I said. I'm not in the system because the system has made a mistake. I'll buy a new ticket now and pay for it now on condition that I get my money back when we've confirmed the situation.
Normal easyJet passengers are not normally like that. He just takes it too far sometimes.
Look, it doesn't make any difference, and I'll tell you why.
You haven't got a booking on the flight.
Sorry, listen. I'm prepared to pay now, and I've just told you the condition. When we establish, as we will, that the screw-up is that of easyJet, you give me the money back. It's quite simple.
Well, if you want to make your way over to the ticket desk, which is behind you on the back hall, you should be able to book you on the flight now.
Really appreciated that Robert was the one on the end that he actually came to when he first spotted him, because there have been any of us, I think most of us that have been on the team long enough now to actually lose our rag with the passenger. That's how much he does get to us.
Every time we fly, there's something wrong.
Oh, do we need that? Yeah.
Mitchell Tonks paid £22 a seat to get from Luton to Madrid. But because he's had to change his flights at the last minute, the price has shot up.
OK, unfortunately,
Need to take it then, yeah?
it would come to £210.98.
I don't have a choice,
and I
but I
can't.
can tell you that I will never fly with easyJet again. I could have flown,
It's a joke.
I could have flown with a proper airline.
So unfortunately, you have to pay full price, and I can't get down.
So it's cost us the best part of 600 quid to move the
700
flight.
quid, and it's bad, eh? It's a bit of a con, and perhaps you should advertise that, you know, if you want to change anything, then it's going to cost you horrendous.
Every airline does charge a fee and transfer the different seat price. When you book your flights, they're very, very cheap.
No, I'm a regular traveller, honestly, and I fly with loads and loads of airlines, and I should never fly with easyJet again.
flights before, but
and
not for 300
I should never fly
quid.
with easyJet again, ever.
It's just outrageous.
How much is it?
750 quid to get to Madrid and back. Could have gone with a proper airline, had food and everything.
We just won't do it with easyJet again.
Bad news, eh? I don't think that they've really got customer service in mind. I mean, if they'd have put on the front of their website, look, if you change this flight, it could cost you up to 4 times more for your ticket. I may not have booked it because things happen in life, and you know, you do want to make changes to your travel arrangements at the last minute. And I think if they can't offer that, you should be really clear about those things up front.
Out on
Friday and back on Monday, love. That's what I always do.
In Newcastle, customer relations are also strained.
Reference number Newcastle
Why
to
would I book it
Stansted.
one way? I booked them all both ways.
You did it on the internet, so that's what you've entered.
There's no point arguing about it. Your system has failed. I'm going to buy one, and I'm going to get the money back
Okay,
from you.
no problem. It's £87.99 altogether, please.
To him, we're just anyone that sits behind a desk, whereas he thinks he's Mr. Almighty, really, and thinks, yeah, I'm better than everybody else, and he's not really at the end of the day. He's just a normal easyJet passenger like the rest of them.
Did you pack all luggage yourself?
I packed the luggage myself. There were no sharp objects. I have not been asked to carry anything, and nobody's interfered with it.
Your flight's boarding from gate 14 this evening, and you need to be there no later than 7:15, thank you.
I do think he's in the wrong this time. I really do.
Of course, it could have been my fault, so I'm reasonably confident it wasn't.
It's 750 quid. I think all that cheap flights are great.
If you cancel the flight yourself, that's not actually down to easyJet.
Disillusioned Mitchell Tonks isn't asking for a refund. He's looking for sympathy.
And I'd say for 700 quid, I could have gone with Air France or somebody like that, all of us, and been well looked after on board as well. So, you know, the problem is I won't ever fly easyJet again. We're not angry, it's just very frustrating. Yeah, feel let down, yeah, definitely. And next one.
Frustrated and a lot poorer.
Yeah.
At the Pels in Surrey, Chernobyl kids Liana and Olga have a garden and a swimming pool to play in, and they've been working up healthy appetites.
They haven't stopped eating fruit.
It's just an unbelievable amount of fruit.
I've been to the supermarket and bought more fruit than I've ever bought in my life, thinking it's all going to go off because nobody will eat it.
It just gets
Within
hoovered.
2 days, it's gone.
Up.
It's unbelievable.
It's
fantastic.
almost like they see it and they have some sort of craving for their own health. They've got to eat goodness. Because they've got hardly any calcium in their bones because of the radiation that takes away the calcium. So therefore their bone density is poor and all sorts of things. So I think it's a natural thing that when they see some food, they want to eat it.
Olga and Liana look fit, but 10 years' exposure to radiation has badly affected their health. Olga has curvature of the spine and Liana has a malformed foot.
They do look healthy, but they're not. And don't be fooled by looks.
They're bones of the bones of 50-year-olds, basically. But you can't tell by looking at the outside. Ola's got scoliosis in her spine, and she's also got the beginnings of osteoporosis, which at 10 isn't brilliant, obviously. And especially with scoliosis, it's curvature of the spine that progressively gets worse. Coming over here for 4 weeks will extend their life by 2 years. And I think that's such an amazing thing to be able to do for anybody.
easyJet passenger Richard van Tilburg is masterminding today's undercover operation in Amsterdam and Liverpool. So what is his top secret plan?
Well, basically, I'm going to propose my girlfriend. I've known her for about 4 years now, and well, someday it has to be the day I'm going to ask her to marry me, and I thought, well, today may be a good day.
Bob Brain's task, should he accept it, keep the ring safe, sound and secret.
So how are you feeling?
Well, can you tell?
A few nerves.
I'm a little bit nervous right now, but I think it's more exciting.
What's made you do it this way? Why take her to Liverpool?
Leanne studied in Liverpool at John Moores University for 7-8 months. So I thought, well, when I'm going to ask her to marry me, I just definitely want to do it out there.
Have you got the ring?
I've got the ring. Yeah, sure.
Very good.
I hope she likes it. Maybe there's a possibility I can get it through customs.
I promise I will take good care of it.
Don't give it to any other women
I will
you meet from it.
In Luton, Vera Blondell has missed the last flight of the day to Paris. She doesn't speak English and Scott Antoniak doesn't speak French.
Mais monsieur, vous êtes un aéroport.
I speak English.
Je ne sais pas speak English, moi je suis française. Je suis même pas ex-Yougoslavie, Macédoine. Speak English, je vais bien, je ne sais pas. Macédoine.
Sorry, this is your question.
Vous êtes responsable, aéroport. Il n'y a pas d'avion, vous nous donnez l'hôtel dormir. Où aller? C'est normal, parce que demain matin, moi travaille, hein, patron.
Vera's too late, so Scott won't be able to save Madame Blondell's job. He needs to find a French speaker to tell her. Richard van Tilburg is proposing to his Dutch girlfriend on easyJet's Amsterdam flight to Liverpool. Leanne thinks the cameras are on board to film purser Bob Brain, but he's in on the plan, keeping the engagement ring safe.
You go with firefighter Brownlee.
Okay.
And Fire 6, she'll take you down to the apron.
On the ground in Liverpool, Fire Chief Martin Fletcher and passenger service agent Leanne Chung have their orders too. Even if the fire crews make their position in time, they could still be called to an incident and be late for Richard's big moment. To keep the plan secret, Bob's treating Richard and Leanne like regular passengers.
We have to pay on easyJet, I'm afraid.
Sorry?
It's 320 for both.
Bob may look composed, but the mission's weighing heavy.
It's the biggest responsibility I've had in a long time. Obviously, I've got the ring in my pocket, and I am panicking, and have been since we left Schiphol. Of course, the responsibility doesn't end until I've actually handed it over, and then I can relax then.
One of the perks of senior pilot Chris Pell's job is that he can give Chernobyl kids Liana and Olga the experience of a lifetime.
Right, here we go. This is it. This is the plane. Basically, this is one of the most exciting video games in the world. And once you're inside, the realism is almost 100% to give them the feeling they are actually flying the aircraft. You see it? Is it good?
With Chris co-piloting, 10-year-old Liana takes charge.
You're doing very well. In fact, Liana's flying it, I'm just helping her. We keep going down. 40, 30, 20, 10. Hold it back, hold it back. Look. Oh, wowee! Here comes the reverse thrust. There's lots of noise and vibration. There we are. Liana, that was really, really Ocean cattle shop. Was it good? Is it very good? Very good. Oh, it's brilliant.
Things don't go quite as smoothly once both children are in control.
Hola! Ой, только не трава, не трава! Блин, трава. Оля, давай поднимай! Блин, не поднимай.
I mean, I just got airborne, I'm just sort of watching them. It's up and down a bit, but... Oh! That's not a good sign. There, I've got it. Yeah, they're just about to crash. Bob stopped it. So there we are. That's what their noise was. Start pulling back.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
I've got to say, I think Liana has really taken to it extremely well. And she was far more serious with regard to how to do it, whereas Ola was just loving the experience. So no, they've done both really good, and it's great to see them enjoy themselves so much. It's fantastic. Was it good? Ocean Carousel?
Очень, very good, вообще. Класс.
Nous télémanger, parce que moi j'ai voyagé beaucoup, moi voyagé.
In Luton, French speaker Sandra Sicon has arrived to try and calm Madame Blondel.
Mais il peut pas être fermé 40 minutes à l'avance.
Pourquoi vous nous faites...
She's not having much luck.
Vous volez d'argent aux gens et il n'y a pas d'avion. Madame, je suis là depuis 6h15 avec mon sac. J'ai pas de bagages, d'accord?
Je vous comprends.
Non, vous comprenez. Ma voiture, elle est à Charles de Gaulle. Dommage, je travaille, madame. Donc, patron, il va me virer. Mais je m'en fous. Moi, je travaille. Demain, si vous n'êtes pas au travail, comment vous faites? Hein? Votre patron, qu'est-ce qu'il va dire? J'ai dit, vous me donnez RTT un journée, monsieur.
Écoutez, elle ne comprend pas.
Et moi non plus, je ne les comprends pas. Et le chef qui prend ses responsabilités.
Unimpressed with easyJet's customer service, Madame Blondel demands to see the boss. In Liverpool, Flight Echo Zulu 7002 is landing, and the fire crews are in position. Richard's plan has worked with military precision, but the mission's not over yet.
Leanne, I really can't think of a better place to ask you if you want to marry me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hope it all goes well.
Okay,
Look forward to seeing you soon.
I had no idea at all
I'm just so... I'm totally flabbergasted. I'm just so happy.
Just guys, thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. It's really...
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
First 20 years are the worst.
What a brilliant end to a day. When we came into land, the flight attendants were there with the banner, and she looked out, she couldn't believe her eyes. She was, you could tell by her face, and she actually shed a tear. So she was obviously totally blown away by it. So it's a happy ending.
She may not speak French, but Jane Bolton has got a master's degree in plain speaking.
Et vous me laissez là? Ah non, écoutez. Ah non.
Right, listen. Bon, écoutez, on vous dit de rester tranquille, sinon on va vous retirer dehors.
Pardon?
Oui.
Non, mais vous plaisantez?
Okay.
Non, mais...
They've missed their flight, yeah?
They missed their flight, and now they said instead of 40 minutes, they were here 35 minutes before, so the flight was already
Still
closed.
too late. Okay, she's going to translate for me. So if I just say to you that she's missed her flight this evening, as an airline, the only option we can give them to help them is to transfer them tomorrow morning. That is the only option we can give to them, as they've missed their flight because they were too late for check-in.
Le fait que vous avez raté.
J'ai pas raté, madame. Et dites-lui comme il faut.
Okay.
Non, non, attendez. Il faut pas qu'il parle comme ça. Il faut qu'il dise comme ça. Hein. Elle parle comme ça. Non, non, moi, je ne sais pas. C'est tout. Elle me dit pas d'avion. Comment pas d'avion?
Non, quand même, ça 35 minutes, vous êtes
non,
madame.
18 heures, j'étais là, madame. Il y avait avion.
No more. No more. Finished. Okay? It's finished.
Allez,
Okay. Can you call security and we'll get them removed then? She's not having any of it. We'll have them removed by security then, it's not a problem.
Yeah, all right.
They either change your flights tomorrow morning or have them removed by security because they're not going to start pushing me all year round.
Yeah, better.
Dans les papiers. De ma travail.
The thing is, she started pushing my arm and she pushed Sandra, and I'm not absolutely not having any physical pushing from any members of the public. We don't accept that. So at the end of the day, they've missed their flight quite rightly. She's probably been stuck in traffic and she's angry, but you don't take it out by pushing myself or my other staff. No way. No way.
Bye-bye. Non, non, pas de bye-bye. Moi, je vais aller à la police maintenant. Il n'y a pas de bye-bye. Hein.
Madame Blondel has finally met her Waterloo. easyJet are adamant Mr. Marsh hadn't booked a ticket, so no refund yet. Richard and Leanne haven't set a wedding date, but say they definitely won't be honeymooning in Liverpool. And after a peaceful night at the airport, Madame Blondel got on the first morning flight to Paris. Coming up on Airline...
It's easyJet's fault, London Underground's fault, and British Rail.
A cry for the common man.
Nobody cares. This is a problem. Nobody cares about people like us.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
At Luton Airport, Mr. Barvey has arrived too late for check-in.
I want easyJet to be a bit flexible. And instead of shutting 40 minutes before time, they shut 30 minutes before time or 10 minutes before time because it's only a domestic flight to Glasgow. But I'm totally unhappy about this treatment because the man doesn't care. He says, go to a local hotel, pay 100 quid. Now, for a working man like me, 100 quid is a lot of money. I have a family to support. Nobody cares. This is a problem. Nobody cares about people like us. Who's the manager? I can't see a manager here. Is there a manager here?
You say you didn't ask for one. I can get you a manager if you wish.
Get me a manager. Basically what they're saying is easyJet doesn't care if I lost my flight or not. I lost my flight, so I had to pay 100 quid in a local hotel. Now why should I pay 100 quid in a local hotel? Well, there is still room in that flight. I can get to that flight. I got no luggage. I can run and get to that flight. Why there is no flexibility? This is the problem. There is no flexibility.
The stakes are raised for a showdown. Mr. Barvey is about to get a lesson in customer care. Enter Jane Bolton.
I lost my flight with 3 minutes. Hello. I'm here, Bobby.
Right.
Nice to meet you. I lost my flight with 3 minutes. The gentleman tells me there's no flexibility. Got no luggage. I said I can make it to the flight. No, the flight shows 40 minutes before time.
Right, yeah, that's
Now, that is correct.
Yeah.
But you should realize it wasn't my fault. It was London Underground and British Rail that I lost my flight. You're going to pay me the 100 quid I'm going to stay in a local hotel?
So that if London Underground has made you miss your flight, then it's London Underground, not easyJet. Can you just hang on 1 second? We tried to get him on, yes?
No, he didn't even try.
Guy, stop shouting, because I'm not going to help you if you carry on shouting at me, OK? Just calm down, yeah? Because
Okay.
I've already been called down and I've had people complaining, so you need to calm down for me.
Okay? I'll
All
calm
right?
down.
Because at the moment we're transferring you, yeah? But
Okay.
if you carry on shouting, you won't be transferred, you won't be travelling, so you need to calm it for me, OK?
Okay.
A few well-chosen words and Mr. Barvey is immediately under the thumb.
Get anybody on.
No, I chatted with a passenger before and they said no for that lady.
Right, we have tried for other passengers before you, and we can't get anybody on that
got
flight.
no luggage. I got no
yeah, unfortunately, that's not the. It's not whether you've got luggage or not. If the flight's closed and it's on time, and we've passed all the figures to dispatch, and the load sheet has been done, and the flight's boarded, and we won't be able to get anybody else on it, sir. Because to change a load sheet and get other people all the way through the security channels here will delay it. So we're not. You know, obviously, dispatcher in charge of the aircraft. If they said no, there's nothing we can do. So all we can do for you is try and get you onto the next available flight.
Which is tomorrow morning.
I'm afraid so.
I'm sorry, but it's not good enough.
Well, that's the only option I can give you.
Yeah, that's fine. I accept
Okay, I
that
mean,
option
some airlines
because I've
don't
got
give you
no
any
choice.
options at all,
I've
but
got
we
no
are
choice.
prepared to transfer you free of charge without charging you any extra. Okay.
I understand.
And we will put you on the next available flight.
But
which is
because I've
tomorrow
got no
morning.
choice, I accept your option with gratitude. Thanks very much. Thank you.
You need to have a little bit of compassion and understanding. But they'd probably do. I didn't deal with it, but sometimes the first person they see is the one who gets the frustration, and you have no idea what's gone on before they get here. Just have to smile and yes, and yes, and yes.
Any more 1 to 90, please, for Geneva, thanks.
In Liverpool, Joe Dempsey's on duty at the boarding gate. A Somali family travelling to Switzerland is caught up in the confusion over new immigration rules.
Switzerland in the back is one of the countries.
No, it's changed now.
It's not changing.
Yesterday, my aunt's been traveling to Manchester Harbour. What's the difference?
Just want to come over this side with me.
So what's the difference in Manchester and Liverpool?
Well, I'm just saying that we've had one sent back. You need a visa now.
So we phoned it to the embassy and they said we don't need a visa. We phoned it to
Well,
embassy.
you do need a visa now.
So let's check it out. Why? Yesterday, my aunt traveled to Manchester Harbour to Geneva, and then they never asked it to visa. And then we come here to Liverpool to ask us and visa. So what's the difference?
Absolutely.
I don't know what they're asking.
What is wrong?
What
It's
visa?
one I don't know.
It says on the back there where they can go to, but it changed this. And it was only a couple of weeks ago because we had someone sent back because they never had a visa. Well, we're boarding the flight now, you see.
It's not the same from London and here.
easyJet face hefty fines if passengers are returned without the correct documents. With the plane due to leave in just minutes, the pressure's on for Joe.
Will you ask her to ring?
It's decision time for Joe Dempsey.
OK, love, bye. I'm not letting you go, I'm afraid, because I remember a couple of weeks ago...
Madam, listen, yesterday my aunt been traveled to Manchester Harbour to Geneva. So I give her a lift to Harbour. So what's the difference that we got it then?
What, and she got this passport? I'm just telling you that a couple of weeks ago we had passengers... It's not just me,
we found it to the embassy, and it's Switzerland embassy, we found it ourselves. They asked which one...
Yesterday she's going, yesterday she's traveling yesterday from
I want to speak to you
Manchester.
all at once. Do you just one want to speak to me, please?
Today in the morning to 11, my sister and my nephew, they are going to the Luton. What is here?
Listen, what's the difference EasyJet for Luton and EasyJet from Liverpool?
Isn't any difference?
So she traveled today, 11:20. My sister been traveled to lift
Well,
to
I'll just
Luton.
speak to someone in Luton, but they
Luton
say...
Airport, yeah, you can ask them, no problem. Oh my God. Manchester yesterday, today is Luton, I swear to God.
Well,
My God.
you know these passengers with this titre de voyage? Well, they're saying that one of their family flew from Luton today on it to Geneva. On the 12 o'clock flight from Luton.
From Luton to
And
Geneva.
what's their name?
Zainab Mohammed Hashi and
Zainab Mohammed, yeah.
Shall we have a look?
colleague Gary Campbell joins Joe at the gate.
He's just said that to me. If it's got 1951 on it, well,
if
he thinks it's okay.
The new ones have got that page in, and if they've got that page in saying visas are not required for the following countries,
oh, right,
it's
okay.
definitely all right for them.
All right, thanks very much. Bye now. Yeah, I am sorry I've kept you, but we have to double check.
You're taking 12 afternoon. This
you have attention before you speak. Not just to make it like that.
200 miles south in Weybridge, Surrey, it's a sad day for easyJet senior captain Chris Pell and his family. For the past month, they've looked after 10-year-olds Liana and Olga from Gomel in Belarus. This area was most affected by the fallout from the Chernobyl nuclear disaster in 1986.
I don't think we'll be able to fit everything, but we'll certainly try. OK, which one? I'm going to take these. We can fit these because these are really light. They're for you, OK?
Today, the girls are returning home to their families.
The only ones with silver tape, so you'll be able to recognise your bag.
Later in the oldest bag.
Don't worry, what I'm going to do is put a few things in here, just a few, just little things. Back at Teddy. See you in Belarus.
At Gatwick Airport, Liana and Olga arrive in plenty of time.
Minsk, OK? Beach, there it is, 1410. Tell us where to go. Zone J.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello, привет.
It's an emotional time for everyone.
So Mama and Papa? Yeah? You could get me upset now. I mustn't do any crying. All right. Difficult moment.
It's all right. It won't be long. OK?
It's been more than just a holiday for the children from Belarus. The break from the radiation-affected region may have extended their lives by up to 2 years.
Hola.
See you later.
I'm very sad. I mean, I think everyone's very emotional and going. But yeah, they're going home to their parents, and they've had a fantastic time. But I don't see this as the end. Definitely not see it as the end. We'll see them again. We're going to go and visit them.
Extremely rewarding. Extremely positive experience for all of us. And all the families.
Absolutely. It's very special to be able to think that you can do something quite important. And we're just, regular people, and we can do something as important as this. I think if we can do it, anyone can do it. Fantastic.
Coming up on Airline, it's the festive season.
What's so specific about a closing time?
Oh, you listen to me, let me speak. Hello.
Oh, come on, I used to work on airlines.
Goodwill to all men in Liverpool.
After supposedly closing time.
You want to hear him sing a Christmas song, don't you?
And the alternative Royal Christmas message.
As Jim Royal would say, my arse to the lot of you.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
It's Christmas time, I see the lines of people everywhere.
It's not just last-minute shopping that grips the nation in the run-up to Christmas. It's also last-minute travel. 1 million passengers fly with easyJet over the festive period, and more passengers means more problems.
Okay, what are we waiting for? Off we go!
It's the 23rd of December, and student Aeneas Hamelin can't wait to catch the early morning flight to Paris.
Parlez-vous anglais?
Yeah.
Check-in closed 5 minutes ago for that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you're late. It's just the way.
Yeah, I know, but there was traffic on the road.
Yeah, but that's not our fault. You should have left earlier.
Missing the Paris flight could mean Christmas is ruined.
I was supposed to take another flight to the Caribbean,
afterwards, so I've just missed everything now. My parents are gonna call me, they're gonna turn mad.
If you miss your flight, the Paris flight.
Yeah, our desk is closed.
Yeah, it was
3 minutes.
Shift manager Sarah Tier tries to help.
I can put you on the next flight, but it doesn't leave till 13:40. And it gets you in.
That's my point, because the point is that I've got a flight to take in Paris via the Caribbean to go to Martinique to see my parents.
You're trying to use the phone at our desk. Would that be better for you?
Oh, yes,
yeah.
please. Are you gonna have a big phone? Ok, je vais essayer. Tu me rappelles? Ok.
Aeneas has got hold of her mother in Martinique.
And we don't know what to do. So she told me to call one of my friends who lives in Liverpool with a student with me. And maybe he can bring me to Manchester to have a flight from Air France to... But we have to find a place and we have to find time. I don't know, and I have to get through first.
Back at Liverpool, Aeneas has got through to her friend.
Yeah, and I just missed my flight for 3 minutes. So I'm stuck here and I don't know what to do. And my mom on the phone, and she told me maybe to go to Manchester to take a flight from Air France, and I would like to ask you a favor just to bring me to Manchester. I don't know what to do now. I'm stuck, man. No, I don't want you to come, Janine. No. You call me back in 5 minutes. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
She's got the lift to Manchester. Now she needs to get a flight.
It's at 12:10, the next one from Manchester, but it's like business class, £400, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it anyway. It's gonna be very tight.
Instead of Christmas in Martinique, it could be Christmas in Wigan. In Newcastle, there's a difference of opinion. Student Layla Boujema is certain she was on time for the Paris check-in. Katie Page begs to differ.
I don't understand. The only reason is because I was on time for the check-in.
Well, if you were on time.
Yeah. Okay.
Why would you have been refused? If you were on time, she would have printed your boarding card out. You would have been on the flight.
No, by the time
if you're not on time, she has to ring to ask.
No. Yeah. I was waiting
Therefore,
until
if she had to ring to
okay.
ask, then that means you must have been late. Because if you were on time, she would have never had to pick up the phone.
I don't want to be late. Do you understand this? So can I check now? She said, oh, wait. No.
She picked up the phone. Can one more passenger be accepted? No, too late.
No, I said they are boarding.
Yes, they are boarding for the passengers that have checked in. You weren't checked in. You were too late.
The passengers for the Paris flight are boarding, but Layla's getting nowhere. Meanwhile, Aeneas is waiting for a call from Martinique.
Maman? Ah. T'essayes encore de me rappeler, ça marche pas, je sais pas ce qui se passe.
Her mother has found a simpler solution. She's transferred the Caribbean flight, but it won't arrive until Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day, there's not going to be a lot of people going. I said, yeah, I will be alone on the flight. But it doesn't matter.
It looks like Aeneas's Caribbean Christmas won't be cancelled after all. Instead of making it to the departure gate, Layla Boujema has hit a brick wall. She's asked for a supervisor.
You turned up too late for the flight.
No, 40 minutes. I was there 1:30. She checked. I was there 1:30. Here. So meaning I was there over there before that.
flight
and
was
it
still
wasn't
open.
40 minutes.
The only place Layla's going is round in circles.
Listen, just to
No,
prove
you
that
listen
I
to
was
me.
there.
Let me speak. Sorry? Let me speak and I'll try and explain. When it says boarding on there, that's for when you get to the gate after check-in. You've got to check in before you can board.
That's why I asked her. Can I check and go? Can I go?
Well, there isn't anything I can do. The flight was closed when you arrived
so
to
you're
check
talking
in.
to me for nothing, actually. I want to know what you can do because I want to be in Paris today,
Well,
not
I can't do
tomorrow.
nothing for you unless you want to buy a ticket on Air France.
You're going to buy a ticket? Why?
Because I didn't miss my flight, you missed your flight.
No, I wasn't missing my flight. You're trying to get the point. No. You're trying to get the point. I was late, I wasn't late, so that's the point.
I'm not going to talk to you any longer because you're not listening to what I'm saying. 1:15, the flight was open.
Don't mess with me. I'm listening to you. 1:30, yes, that's what I'm saying. 1:30, I was there. 1:15, I was there. That's it.
But one thing's clear, she's not going anywhere today.
You've been changed over to tomorrow. Check a desk. Be proud working for easyJet. I hope they pay you very well.
It's Christmas Eve, and easyJet have some very important people travelling with them.
What's your surname, madam?
Santa.
Santa.
S-A-N-T-E-R.
That is fantastic.
Lots of toys. I am Santa's sack.
There's even a member of the royal family flying out for a holiday.
Next bag, please.
Jim Royal, that is, also known as actor Ricky Tomlinson.
Yeah. A new caravan, lad. No big villas for us. Just a new caravan. That'll do us.
Is that Benidorm?
Well, just outside, yeah.
OK, flight's on time and it's going to start boarding at 3:05, OK?
Thanks a lot, Mel.
OK, see you.
Lovely, jubbly.
Ricky's a firm favourite with the Liverpool public.
I spoke to somebody and he said that you can't go out until you've given us a Christmas song. In the style of Jim Royal.
People are going away to enjoy themselves. You don't want a song off me.
It's Christmas. It's. You want to hear him sing a Christmas song, don't you? See.
As Jim Royal would say, my arse to the lot of you.
Over at Newcastle, American John Gigal's Christmas Eve hasn't got off to a good start. He's missed the last flight to Paris.
You're the gentleman that's missed it. Right.
But all may not be lost. easyJet have a possible solution.
We're going to try. There's the one from Liverpool. There's a flight from Liverpool tonight. If you can get a taxi, we'll bring you on that flight.
How does it work?
If you can get a taxi, if you can get to Liverpool, if you've got any means of getting to Liverpool.
I'll think about it.
OK.
Yeah.
It doesn't take John long to realise it's his only option. It's 180 miles to Liverpool Airport, but he's got 4 hours to make it. Ricky Tomlinson's already in Liverpool, where his thoughts have turned to his Christmas dinner.
Can't wait to get away. It'd be lovely, won't it? Hey, see my little glow in, put her feet up. I'll wait on her hand and foot.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do the old turkey and all that. Sprouts, roasties,
So
I'll do the lot.
character then at home, yeah? It's not the same.
Hey, I tell you what.
Don't you believe it?
I'm the most domesticated actor in the British Isles. I can do anything as long as it comes in a packet.
Hey, have a nice Christmas.
Thanks a lot. Cheers, fellas. Have a nice time. You see, Rita's got her fair share of the luggage. She's got 2 newspapers. I've got half a hundredweight of bloody bag here. See you, fellas. Sure, she's after me. Come on. Come on here, kid.
By the afternoon, the airports are at their busiest, as the passengers check in for the last Christmas flights.
Hello, can you shut the ovens for me?
Anyone who misses the plane now could be spending Christmas in the airport.
8 no-shows.
Businessman Nico Kargadouris and students Zavadinos and Matsis want to go to Athens, but they're too late.
Dude, it's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we can.
And we celebrate today. There's like no way I can get on that flight. Please, if it hasn't left, why can we not get in?
Because they've already started boarding.
But only for 10 minutes.
It's for like 5 minutes.
You listen to me. Once they've started boarding, they won't accept any more passengers.
But it's half an hour before you close the flight.
But we need 40 minutes to do that, which is why we closed 40 minutes.
This is only 5 minutes.
I haven't been told, but
No, it's been 10
I
minutes.
actually called specifically right before I came.
I understand that, but they won't delay a flight just for 1 or 3 people.
But it's not about delaying a flight. It's not going to get delayed.
It will delay it because it takes us 40 minutes. So 40 minutes from now...
But I called in and I asked specifically. It's our Christmas.
It makes no difference, I'm afraid. If you've called in, they're not going to delay a flight.
Is there like a manager or something here that we can talk to,
sure.
please? Thank you very much. Goodbye, my life.
4 hours and a £200 taxi ride later, John Gigal has finally arrived at Liverpool Airport. But there's more bad news.
They're not going to accept any more like passengers for Paris now.
Cancel on the taxi. They gave us a ticket to get on this flight. We took a taxi all the way from up north. I mean, come on, man. There's got to be something here.
No, the plane is still here.
If there was a major drop or something, then it would be a problem. You always late.
Just lower your voice.
Late.
Lower your voice.
Well, Captain is still here.
As more passengers join in, Supervisor Leanne Chung is facing a revolt.
You're wasting time here now. You can request.
Yeah, the flight is still here. The flight is still here. It's leaving at 7:20.
As soon as you turned up, she asked
still here.
It's leaving at 7:20. We have 30 minutes. Come on. We'll do something.
40.
We have no. Just like take
go away now.
No,
Come back in a minute. You're definitely not getting on that flight now.
Seriously, come on. I know how airlines work. 5 minutes is not a big deal. 5 minutes is not on major flights. They probably give you 10 extra minutes. I'm trying.
In order to get everybody on that aircraft, it has to be refueled, and they won't do that. They've said no now.
That's a joke. Airline does not work like that. Major flights always wait for people. You trying to tell me you wouldn't wait for people for 5 minutes? No. What is it based on? What is it based on?
Because the check-in's closed and
But why the check-in has to close at a specific time, not extra 5 minutes?
Correct.
What's so like you have to close at that time? Unless there is going to be... That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Yeah, it's just the closing time. She's trying to get home? Is that what it is? She was trying to get home.
Calm down.
Because you're not giving me any reason here.
I am giving
What's
you
so
a reason.
specific about a closing time? There's not such thing as a closing time.
Yes, there is.
There is only competition between pilots or something. Who's going to make it on time?
Why are you being ridiculous?
Because you're not giving me any reason.
I'm telling you,
that's ridiculous.
Cut-off time, 40 minutes before for every single flight.
Right, but that's approximately 40.
No,
It could be a little less, depending on who's there, or a little more.
Oh, hello.
Oh, come on. I used to work on airlines. I know sometimes, most of the time, you close after supposedly closing time. It depends on who's the agent right there. Okay, I give him more minutes. I give him 10 extra minutes. Maybe the one that was there today decided she needed to get home.
Excuse me.
That's the reason.
Everybody needs to get home. Take this guy away from the desk because you don't want to speak to either of them anymore.
I'm done. I'm through. I have to say what I have to say.
Need to get home. No, just wait.
But the Paris flight has gone, and with it go John's hopes of a family Christmas. John Gigal has finally accepted defeat. The next flight isn't until Boxing Day, leaving him with 48 hours to kill.
I'm going to transfer you now.
You off?
Sorry?
You getting off?
Am I getting off?
Yeah.
No, I don't really want to deal with you.
Why don't you want to deal with me?
Because I don't like the way you've spoken to me.
I haven't spoken to you in a specific way, like
That's okay,
in a
that's
rude
your
way.
opinion.
Did I say anything to you? Did I say any bad word to you? I don't recall that. I was maybe being a little aggressive on the tone of my voice or whatever, but it was not towards you. So why would you take it personal? If that's your job, you should be able to adapt to any situation. And are you planning on working in major airlines or whatever once? This is the type of that you're gonna have to deal with. I'm sorry, but she has to deal with me. I want to deal with you.
I don't want to
because
deal with
I don't
you.
think if you want to be professional, you want to be ready.
I am being professional.
I'm giving you a chance here to adapt yourself.
No, this
to
guy's
just a
gonna do
passenger.
it.
I don't know you personally. I have nothing against you. You should not have anything against me.
Okay,
this is
carry
just.
on then.
See, keep on being. You got it.
Obviously, it's sad for all those people who missed Christmas because they're going to miss Christmas in, well, Paris it was for most of them. But it doesn't make our Christmases any nicer. Nobody likes being here on Christmas Eve.
They just put us on the next flight on the 26th, which leaves us here for like 2 days, basically with nothing, no food. Everything is closed because it's Christmas. So that's about it, man.
Not quite the Christmas John had planned. But not everyone's Christmas was ruined. Aeneas Hamelin arrived in Martinique in time to open her presents. Ricky Tomlinson had a very relaxing break near Benidorm. Coming up on Airline, as temperatures drop,
Hold on a minute, right?
tempers rise.
This is an international airport.
Yes, I know. Yeah,
You better start gearing up.
It's first-time nerves for James Densley.
Did they mention about Soviet sea trade? Yeah. What didn't you understand about them then?
And Margaret plays the Good Samaritan.
Made somebody happy today. Made his mum happy.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in
country, the snow's arrived. For easyJet, this means flight cancellations, stranded passengers, and for manager Leo, the start of a very, very long day. In Newcastle, it's more of the same.
The information we've got is cancelled. Every single flight, not just ours, everybody's.
Hold on a minute, right? What are my options for what I have paid you since November?
Your flights have been cancelled.
This lady
Would you like me to explain to you, or are you just going to talk?
easyJet, PR, I could run that company PR for them. And what they should have done was to get somebody walking up in line, down the line, to say, are you all right? We're sorry about this, blah, blah, blah.
No, don't give me those feeble things. It's a disgrace to treat people the way you have done this morning.
As more flights are cancelled, suddenly everyone's an expert.
We'll have to see about availability.
Now,
like I said, I can't
speak.
speak
Flight that was cancelled, so surely it ought to have been organised so that the first flight would have had preferential treatment, because if you book earlier, it means you want to arrive earlier.
Yeah, I understand. Like I said, you need to speak to the girls on the ticket desk about the availability.
You've only got two girls.
Yeah, because there's only two systems on the desk.
You're going to have to get more people on the desk.
Like I said, there's two terminals.
Okay, that's a logistics problem, isn't it?
That's the problem.
It's a
with the
logistics
queue.
problem. This is an international airport.
Yes, I know. Yeah,
You better start gearing up. Tomorrow, you'll be on the second story.
Yeah, we'll deal with tomorrow when we find out what happens.
That isn't management. That is not management.
I don't know what the weather will be like tomorrow.
Management is not that. That's called crisis management.
Okay.
It's the early morning flight from Bristol to Newcastle, and there's a new kid in town.
Work it, James, work it.
James Densley used to work as ground staff.
We want something inside.
We're paid to get. We can't get there. It's not our fault.
Much as he enjoyed that, he's now opted for the high life.
Well,
They
because
should make
it's the
alternative
weather.
arrangements. I'm sorry, but I'm not.
OK, Tia, so what's going to happen is, James, I don't know, have you met James?
Morning.
He is the man. Morning,
Hello,
James.
how
are you?
All right, fine, thank you.
You're all excited?
Very much.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Oh, that was so James. Right, you know Tia?
Yeah, hi, yeah, you're right.
Well, I've just been explaining to her that it's your first day today, but you're smiling. Let's hope you're
I'm
smiling
up
at the
for
end
it.
of the day. Yeah? Are you nervous?
No.
No?
No.
Are you nervous?
Not yet.
It's all teamwork. That's what it's all about. And you're not on your own, because we're all there together as a team. So if there's anything you're unsure about, then please ask.
Okay, excellent.
Okay? Right.
Brilliant.
We'll get all the bits and pieces together and we'll be off then.
It's his first flight as cabin crew. Taking him under his wing is old hand Bob Brain.
It's very difficult when you first come online flying, because they teach you everything in the classroom. But when you're out here and the clock's ticking away and you're trying to get everything done, it can be difficult.
I just want to get it underway now, get flying. Like Bob said, they teach you everything really well in the training. The training is like excellent, but nothing can prepare you to your first flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to ask for everybody's attention whilst we take you through the safety features of our Boeing 737.
First up is the safety demonstration, and James is trying to play it cool.
Oxygen masks and life jackets. There are 6 emergency exits, 2 doors at the rear of the cabin, 2 window exits in the centre of the cabin, and 2 doors at the front. A life jacket is stowed under your seats. In the event of landing on water, remove it and place it over your head.
Just ask you to put your jumper underneath the seat there, okay? Just put your bags and coats underneath the seat, please.
They're up in the air, and all James wants is a nice, smooth flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the captain's already informed you, we are experiencing some slight air turbulence. For your safety and for the safety of those around you, we'd ask you now to ensure that your seatbelts are securely fastened.
It can happen at any time, so there's no prior warning really on sometimes. Especially if you've got the trolleys out, you just need to stow them away, get the passengers seated with their seatbelts on, and worry about us after. As long as they're okay.
Passenger Bob Little is desperate to get on the flight to Amsterdam.
I understand that. I've just rang through.
Try again for me, please.
But it's the usual story. He's missed check-in. He's told Margaret Nile that he's on his way to an important rendezvous.
I'm meeting my mum at Schiphol Airport and bringing her back, so I've got to be there for 1 o'clock. And the plane arrives 12 o'clock local time.
No, sorry, I'm afraid you won't be able to get you on this one. It's going to have to be the next one now.
I can't go on the next one. I'd worthless to me.
I've spoken
She's
to
going to
them.
die of panic if I'm not there.
I can give you the phone number for Amsterdam, for Schiphol. You can ring up and get the information to do a call.
You just come back to the desk and let me on.
I've phoned. Figures have been passed, so load sheets are being calculated now. Weights and fuel allowance are being calculated, so there's no way now I can get you on. The only option I've got now is to put you on to the next one. I can give you the number for Amsterdam. That'll get you through.
That's Schiphol Airport?
Yeah.
Yeah, right,
But Bob's story has melted Margaret's heart.
Well, after he said he was going for the day and going to have dinner with his mum, I just got back on again and just pleaded my case a little bit. He had no bags. He was a nice man and he was... just wanted to help him.
And she's got some good news.
Okay, you're on that flight.
Yeah,
okay, you just
sure.
go, do me a favour, go straight down to departures for me. Okay, have a nice time.
Thanks a lot, cheers.
Bye.
Bob is on his way to see his mum. Or is he?
We'll see if the story's true. It's arriving in at 3:40 from Amsterdam, so I'll see who he gets off with.
Coffee, yeah. That's 160 then, please.
High in the sky, James is finding his feet.
Hi, can I get you any drinks and snacks at all? Just a tea. Milk and sugar? Milk and sugar?
It's his first day today. He's taking him a bit. He'll be all right.
Oh, thanks.
Can I help you at all, James? Or are you
That's
all right?
fine, I'm okay, thank you.
James, did they mention about Soviet sea training? Yeah. What didn't you understand about them then?
Can I have some more water, please?
They normally go under the glass, not inside.
I was just about to grab one.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He's new.
Thank you.
He's new. Give him another 3 months, he'll be better. He's doing very well. He remembers everything. Passengers like him. And to be quite honest, I have been giving him a bit of a hard time because I've been telling all the passengers he's new. So it's probably a little unfair of me, but we'll see how he does on the rest of the flight. But I think he'll do okay.
Oh, excellent. So whereabouts are you staying?
James has always enjoyed chatting with the customers, and he's found a group of big, strong boys who are taking part in an ultimate fighting competition.
So what you're flying actually down for, you're flying down?
It's a Pride and Glory ultimate fighting tournament on.
It's a tournament, is
yeah,
it?
it's at Cardiff. It's a load of fighters from all over, really, all over the country, France.
So have you flown with easyJet before?
No.
You haven't?
I've flown for years.
Oh, haven't you?
Yeah, he's a bit nervous.
Are you a nervous flyer?
Last time I flew, I was about that high or something.
Oh, right. I thought you meant to be like really tough in that and not nervous of anything.
It's just the size of your biceps. So that
Oh, is that? That's what they all say. Go on, go on.
Chris Rook.
Oh, yeah. You and your biceps. Do you think I'll measure up for a fighter?
I will. I'll put a choke on you and see how long you last.
Thank you. Cheers.
But it's not all glamour.
This is the best bit of the flight. Clearing the other rubbish.
They're even orange as well. Any rubbish there?
Any rubbish at all?
Any rubbish?
Any rubbish at all?
Meanwhile, the Amsterdam flight has arrived in Liverpool, and Margaret's waiting to see if she's been had.
Well, the Amsterdam's now landed, so I'm just going to have a look and see if he walks past and see if he's with his mum.
Thank her. Yeah, I'm going. Don't hide.
Don't worry, I'll see you soon. Thank you very much. And you see, I did need to get over there. There was a lot of crap to bring back. Thanks very much for all your trouble, anyway.
What time did it
All right.
You can't let your mum down, can you?
No. All right, thanks again. Cheers.
It was great. I couldn't have done it on my own. And my son is brilliant. He's my hero.
I'm pleased. I'm happy. Made somebody happy today. Made his mum happy.
Up in the air, James has got the mic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be coming through the cabin with our gift shop. On board today we have a variety of gents and ladies fragrances, as well as confectionery, gifts and gadgets at all competitive prices. We have the fragrance Burberry Touch for men. This is an elegant and authentic fragrance of white musk and tonka bean. Also on board today we have cream, which is a favourite amongst the celebrities and also the crew on board today. This truly amazing 8-hour cream is a cheap alternative to cosmetic surgery. Should you wish to view any of the products, do stop the cabin crew as you pass through the cabin.
James, not cheap. We don't do cheap. We do value for money. Well, well done, that's good. I'm feeling really guilty now because it's been quite a busy morning. I really feel that we need to eat now before we drop. We've still got a little bit of time left. We've done the main service, we've done the gift shop. So now I'm telling the guys, sit, eat and have a hot drink. What would you like, James? Because I know you like low fats. We've got bacon, sausage on the beans, or crumpet.
I don't mind. Which one do you want?
I don't mind, to be honest.
Oh, guys, someone make a decision. There we go, Ted. Oh, I tell you, I am just so hungry.
Cabin crew, prepare the captain arrival, please.
Sit. No, you guys, you have yours. I'll have mine afterwards. No. Go on, eat. No, it's what I can start it. You can catch me up. Ladies and gentlemen, we've now completely seen him on going for his first day, but he's a great chap. He's got a great sense of humour, and the good thing about Jameson will carry him through. He doesn't lose that sense of humour. He's tired now, which is understandable. He's still laughing. He's still enjoying it. I think he's done excellent.
We've got another early start tomorrow, early standby, so just in case I get called, early night for me. Hold on the celebrations.
Coming up on Airline, it's George's lucky day.
Wow! You, get to the bottom!
Big Brother's Darren joins easyJet.
Now I'm taking my transition from TV and media into the real world.
And the sales desk goes football crazy.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze on a far-flung holiday, come fly with me, let's fly away.
Check-in for the Alicante flight has closed, but without Nikki and Martin, who were sent to the wrong queue by airport staff.
We've been queuing up on there. We were dead on time, but it's a 15:35 Alicante.
15:35? Oh, you've missed that now. The only thing I do is transfer you to tomorrow's.
Oh, no. What? We've been stood at the desk as well. The lady sent us to that desk and we were there on time.
Well, they've closed it now. All the figures are passed. I've already transferred a few people, so...
Oh, no.
If you've got your passports, I can free transfer you to tomorrow's.
Tomorrow's?
That's the next flight out to Alicante, I'm
Going for
afraid.
the weekend?
We were here on time.
Can't you have an agent stood at the door telling you what to do? We got here with plenty. No, I'm sorry, but we got here with plenty of time.
No, there's a screen that tells you which check-in desk to go on to.
How many screens is there like?
But we went sorry.
I'm very sorry,
when you
right?
come
I'm
in.
very sorry, but we
when you come in,
£560 for the weekend because I've got to go and see my dad, right? And I'm being let down because no one's here to tell us what to do.
Well, that lady told us.
It's all right, getting on the internet and that, innit?
If you want me to do your free transfer onto tomorrow's, I can do that.
That's no good. Tomorrow's no good. We're only going for the day. So where do we go from here? Because we've only booked for the weekend. We're going to fly out tomorrow and we're going to come back the next day. And that's pathetic. We might as well just lose our money, haven't we?
That check-in has been open for 2 hours. The screens when you actually come in the terminal tell you where to go. That check-in closed on time because I actually closed the screens.
We were told to go down there. We weren't told to come and get our boarding tickets. That's what I'm trying to say. Look at the screen. What screen?
In Luton, it's been a routine shift for passenger service agent Georgie.
Thank you, madam. Make your way through to the departure lounge. Thank you.
But her luck is about to change.
Sex.
Male strippers, the Dream Boys, are on their way to Belfast, but one of them has a little problem.
I've actually lost my passport and my driver licence at a club about 2 weeks ago, and so I've got no sort of legal ID, but I've got gym memberships and library cards and other forms of photo ID, so we're just hoping they'd accept that. So.
There'll be a riot in Belfast if they don't let him go through. There's 800 screaming women the other end waiting for him.
Have you got absolutely nothing with your photo on at all?
Yeah.
Luckily, acting supervisor Denise is impressed with his credentials. His library card, of course.
OK, because you got these today and it has got a photo on with your name on, we can accept it today, but from the 1st of April you must have what is on the list on the internet. When are you coming back? Right, we'll put a comment on your booking to make sure you get back on this. But as I say, in future you will need something else. Okay,
That's very kind of you. Thank you. And we'll invite you to the shows.
My other half won't appreciate it.
He doesn't have to know.
True.
He promised that if we get him on, that he would dance for us, he'd perform for us. Yes, come on, you've got to.
I'm getting all shy now.
Come on. I want to see the movement.
You're not that shy then.
Wow! We have music.
We haven't any music, have we?
Oh, we both did. Darling, are you available?
Martin's got to decide if they fly to Alicante tomorrow or not at all.
I'm not coming to Spain for the day, just because these can't have someone stood at the door saying, anyone for easyJet? Would you like to come over here? That's all it needs.
But we did check with the woman, I asked. The woman
I've got a father who's ill in Benidorm and I've got to go and see him today. Why else would you go to Spain for 2 days, you know what I mean?
When we first came in, we asked the lady on the desk there for the Alicante flight. She sent me over there.
They will send you there because that's where the check-in desks are. They don't know what time the flight's closed. They don't know. If you just excuse me 1 minute while I speak to this lady.
We did actually arrive on time.
But what I'm saying to you is that check-in closed on time.
Right, well, we missed
the screens
by 1 second then.
It doesn't matter how long, but you missed it. The check-in's been up for 2 hours. You're not going to get on the flight. And he can stand there and shout as much as he wants to shout, but he's not going to get on the flight. So there's no point in doing it. And the manager will come down and tell you exactly the same as I have.
Okay.
So if you want me to free transfer you onto tomorrow's, I will do. But you need to do that now, because otherwise the time's getting on, you'll end up paying.
I've got to see my father in Benidorm. He's out there quite a lot. He's hardly ever home. I've not spoken to him for a while. We had a bit of a fallout. I wanted to bury the active type thing. And he's getting on a bit as well. So we had the choice of going this weekend and paying £560 for 2 days, or wait till next weekend and pay like £200. So we ummed and ahed about it, like, and I twisted her arm, and you know, we paid a hell of a lot of money to do that. The thing says get there 40 minutes before. We were here at 45 minutes before, so I feel very, very hard done by. They want us to take a flight now for tomorrow to Sunday. Like 24 hours in Spain for 560 quid. Is it worth it? I can't even bring that many facts back, can I? What do you want to do?
It's going to be down to what you want to do.
I'll be a total English man now. Dead romantic. Do you want to go still or what? Yeah? Well, you go and book it then. I'm not going back in there for one.
Transfer it tomorrow. Transfer it tomorrow.
Over at the sales desk, 19 Irish football fans are in desperate need of some help.
On the runway in Dublin for an hour and a half for missing a connecting flight.
We're supposed to check in at 10:15 for a flight at 11, but we were held in Dublin for an hour, over an hour.
They were on their way to Ireland's vital Euro qualifier against Switzerland, but missed their connecting flight. It's now up to Scott Antonique to save the day.
Zurich. Good deal. The next flight's on 9 passengers for there. All right, but 9 of you on that one. 5 of you I can put on the 12:45 from here to Geneva. Yeah. Right, and 15 of us. That's 19 people. We need 19 seats to get us to Switzerland. Okay, give me 5 passports. Let the boys go.
The best that Scott can do is send them to Zurich and Geneva at different times.
Boys, get everybody's passport.
But as to who goes where, it's anyone's guess.
He's on his own, so...
Okay, so you want him to go?
Yeah, so let him throw, because there's 5 seats on that. Let him in there. Basically, just get us there, we don't care.
Hang on a second, give us 9 for Zurich.
I need one more.
Gary Mooney. Hang on a second, look.
Without being awkward, could you write down the names on a piece of paper that are actually gone?
That's what I wish, Alan, and park here, the boys. All the way.
Despite the confusion, Scott's got them all on a flight.
Absolute mayhem. I just don't know who I put on who. They don't know who's gone on which flight. Everyone just threw me passports to get them to Switzerland, and some going to Zurich, some of them going this evening, but we're determined to get there, but it should be fun. They seem very happy and jolly, and even give me one of the hats.
Feeling confident they're all on their way to Switzerland, the lads head off to the bar to celebrate. Meeting the Dream Boys has whetted Georgie's appetite, and she wants second helpings.
Well, I wonder where they are, my Dream Boys. Just looking for them. Right, Belfast. Oh, it's still waiting lounge, so nothing's come up yet. They're up here.
Ain't gonna fire, shoot me right. I'm gonna like the way you fight. I love the way you fight. Now you found the sea cold.
Boys. Where have you been, boys? I've been looking for you. Darling. Oh.
All right.
Right.
They're going to give you an exclusive show.
Oh, really? You're
here? Where? Well, why not? I mean, anywhere over here, you know. Where should we do this? We should set down those dogs.
Come with me. Let's go somewhere a bit more Chanel. Oh no, this is embarrassing.
You're my sax bomb. You can give it to me when I need to come along. Sax bomb, sax bomb. You're my sax bomb. And baby, you can turn me on. Turn me on, girl. Sax bomb, sax bomb.
Absolutely, yes, I was music to pack.
Get serious now. Get a Tesco's on with that.
Wow. Is that what it looks like?
I've gone come home. I hope you don't wake up and think it was all a nightmare. It's a dream.
No, it would be a dream.
A dream come true.
Yeah.
Thank you for
You
your
take
help.
care. All right,
Thank
and I'll see you soon.
We may even see you tomorrow. You never know.
Thank you.
Never know. Take care, lads. Bye-bye.
We'll be back.
I hope so. Bye-bye. Wow, that's a bit hot, wasn't it?
What do you think of that?
Oh, well, it's not bad when you get to 43, is it? It must be that weight loss. It's finally working.
At the bar, the Irish fans are having a great time before check-in. But it seems the more time they spend drinking, the less they know who's going where. Although they don't seem too bothered.
We haven't a clue, basically.
Well,
no, we know we're going to Switzerland.
Zurich or Geneva.
Well, we hope we're going to
And the
Switzerland.
trains are
We'll be
grand,
happy
so.
when we check in. and we're there.
Zurich is an hour away by train. Geneva's 3 hours, so it doesn't kick off till 5:30 tomorrow.
Doesn't matter.
We'll
We'll travel
get there.
anywhere in the world just to see the boys playing.
Are we on the flight, George?
We're on.
I think you all checked in, like I said, walking around 1 o'clock.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely, mate. Is there nine going on?
Elvis has left the country.
For those on the later Geneva flight, they'll just have to keep themselves amused for a few more hours. fun of training the new cabin crew recruits. And for one, it could be a life-changing experience. Do you remember Big Brother's chicken-loving Darren?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Darren Ramsey. I'm 26 years old. I'm starting today as cabin crew. I'm going to be based at London Gatwick. Fingers crossed that I pass the training programme.
Being on board an aircraft is performing, and so that's what they need to get good at. And it's amazing how many crew, when they start their training, they're even uncomfortable standing up in front of each other. And soon they're going to be standing up in front of 149 passengers, and they'll all be looking at them to be entertained.
And the best thing I done this weekend was go out with my family and drink champagne.
Hey! But you don't all have to stand up if you don't want to.
easyJet cabin crew. Yes, you've all known me from Big Brother, and yes, I've done modelling and worked for various production companies and ITV, but now I'm taking my transition from TV and media into the real world, and I'm becoming cabin crew.
Okay, you've got about 30 seconds left. So I cross over to you.
And some great news for London travellers too. As of from February, rumour has it that they're also going to be using these Airbuses also. Yep. Over to you, something like that, right?
Irrespective of who he is, I looked at him today and thought, you're exactly what we need on board our aircraft. So I really look forward to flying with him, and I'm sure the passengers will love having him on board the aircraft.
Day 8 of cabin crew training. Darren's learning about a different kind of eviction procedure.
Unfasten your seatbelts and get out. Unfasten your seatbelts and get on. Unfasten your seatbelts and get on. Unfasten your seatbelts and get on. Unfasten your stand back, stand back. You and you go to the bottom of the slide, pull people up and send them away. Jump, 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 jump.
One of the things I've taken away from this easyJet training is that the guys on any plane, the cabin crew, are out for our safety, and safety is the key thing for them.
Brace, brace.
Heads down, stay down. Heads down, stay down. Heads down, stay down. Heads down.
Unfasten your seatbelts and get out.
Evacuate, fasten your seatbelts and come this way. Stand back, stand back, stand back, stand back. You, get to the bottom and pull people away. Jump, 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 jump. Come on, Nigel, jump.
I have to be honest, I had a few concerns before I took the course, because I wasn't quite sure whether he was going to be this flamboyant. I couldn't really actually remember him from Big Brother. I just remember the chickens and going, Marjorie, all that sort of thing going on. But I was a bit worried to begin with, but as soon as I got into the class, I mean, he's just being one of the gang, really, so that's pretty good for us.
People are talking about me behind my back, but I think I'm a strong enough character to be able to handle that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have came into something like this. For me, it took me quite a long time to take the transition from TV media into the real world.
So, Darren, how did you think you did on that one?
Not too bad. I think one of the things I forgot was not come this way. It was unfasten your seatbelts and get out.
Yeah.
I got a bit mixed up when it dries up. You say come this way, come this way. So
Also, you're gonna have to have your seatbelt on, aren't you? Your harness. So you must make sure you have your seatbelt in. You're very loud. Remember what we said about asserting your authority. People need to know you're in charge of that evacuation. I think you missed the first 2 people out, but then you grabbed the next 2, which is good. That's what we're looking for. Just because you've missed them, you've got plenty more passengers, haven't you? So you stop your next 2 and you tow them, didn't you? Help people off, because you don't want a big pile up at the bottom of the slide. It was very good.
Darren's career change seems to be taking off. But there are still 14 days of the course to go.
Right, OK then, so come on passengers, gab away.
Day 12 of the cabin crew training.
That lid's not on, is it? So you could burn.
But someone's missing. Darren has voted himself off the course.
We haven't got any Twixes, but we've got a nice Kit Kat.
He rang the training department and explained his reasons for not turning up. And as far as I'm aware, as the trainer, it's just not for him.
Angel! Come on, girl.
The first day I saw him, I didn't even know who he was. I think he sometimes tried to steal other people's limelight. And since he's gone, everyone's come out of their shells a lot.
It was like a day's news, and the next day it was forgotten about. Do you know what I mean? Because it is quite a big thing to be on. People like that, oh, there's that guy from Big Brother. Finished.
Come on, Angel.
Darren declined to be interviewed. Martin and Nikki made it to Alicante for a happy reunion with Martin's dad. All the fans made it to Switzerland, only to see their team lose. Coming up on Airline, it's Kiss Me Quick at check-in. And there's a long-haired lover in Liverpool.
I gotta wait a few more minutes for my date.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
At Liverpool Airport, most easyJet passengers just check in, do a bit of shopping and get on their flight. But for others, the terminal is the top party venue in town. Today, there's a group of 15 lads heading to Benidorm for a stag weekend, and Andy Sales is the lucky groom.
Got a few hours to kill, so we're going to set the guys some challenges before we get onto the aircraft.
But it's the job of passenger service agent Gary Campbell to see things don't get out of hand.
Yeah, just. Let's just hope they don't, go over the top with the drink, because obviously I know they're here to have a laugh and all that, but we still got to make sure the aircraft's safe and everything.
After some Dutch courage, it's time for Andy to face the first challenge.
You lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa. But if you'd only love me, you used to do, baby.
It's 1-0 to Andy. But with an hour before the flight, there's everything to play for.
You've got to get a bath from somebody in the hour.
You're not allowed to buy it.
Back in Liverpool, it's challenge number 2 for Andy.
No, Suggy, you've got 5 minutes to get somebody's bra.
Go. Some underwear.
Some underwear.
I'd start there, Suggy.
I promise you'll have it back.
No chance. No way.
No chance, no chance. No, it doesn't matter. Can I borrow your bra for 2 seconds? Only for 2 seconds. I promise to give it back.
I need it, believe me.
Okay. Hey, just borrowing a bra for 2 seconds.
I've got one on.
Okay. Hiya.
Hello.
Any chance of borrowing some underwear for 2 seconds?
What do you want?
Your bra will do fine.
2 seconds.
That's all I'll need it for. You're such an elf.
It's Bravo Andy. He's done it.
What have you organised? Tell us about the next challenge.
Chest waxing. It's happening. Are you ready to do his chest wax?
If you're too busy, it doesn't matter.
Andy's nervous. His chest will need a lot of waxing.
Do you want me to just do do you want to go all the way down, do you?
Don't really know.
Oh. Did it hurt?
Oh, I've never felt anything like it. Don't touch it, don't touch it.
Quick and painful, but another challenge is done. Andy must face his final challenges.
He's now got to successfully give the easyJet girls kisses on the cheek.
All the stewardesses.
And his challenges towards the end is to get one of the stewardesses to carry his bag onto the plane.
Oh, there's one there. Grab her. Excuse me.
Just on cheap.
You guys as well.
Next. Please, can I kiss on your cheek? Oh, yeah. Come on.
No chance, mate.
Come on. You're closer. You're closer, come on. Thank you very much. Steady. Oh, no. That'll do.
Weird. Weirdos.
Now there's just one challenge left.
Here, will you help me out, buddy? I need an hand. I've got a dodgy leg and I can't carry it. I need some help. Here. Oh, you're top man.
easyJet's Steve Pettit has agreed to help Andy out.
So I just thought it was like a bag with drinks in or something, and when I looked at it, like a little cartoon of a dinosaur on, like. The image has gone right down the pan now.
But it's good for Andy. He's done the challenges, and the stag party are all on board for Alicante. At the end of the summer, easyJet base captain Chris Pell and wife Debbie said goodbye to two young Belarusian girls who'd spent a holiday with them.
Difficult moment.
We come to see you.
After 4 weeks, 10-year-old Liana and Olga could hardly bear to leave.
Not, it won't be long. Have a good night.
Today, the Pells are keeping their promise by flying to Belarus to see the girls again.
I know the flight decks. Oh, God. number one injury.
Like many children from Belarus, the girls have been made sick by radiation from the Chernobyl disaster.
What is your business? We are for the charity for the children. Chernobyl children. Chernobyl children.
We had 2 children over from Chernobyl children in the summer. We're going to visit them.
Contamination from the plant affected areas in Belarus just 15 miles away. 18 years on, and people are still getting ill.
Chief pilot for Gatwick.
At Liverpool Airport, Professor David Katz is also preparing for a special reunion.
We'll see how they work.
It's a situation that passenger service agent Thanasi finds very curious.
What I'm grasping from the story is waiting for a young girl who's 23, who's half his age probably, and she's coming off to Amsterdam.
She is a friend. I teach at Vilnius University in Lithuania during the academic year and live in Wales the rest of the year. And we've gone out several times, and I mentioned I live in Wales and asked if she'd like to spend a holiday here. And she said, sure. And so the next thing I know is our third meeting will be today.
Apparently, according to him, she's a stunner.
She's very tall, very striking, and I think very elegant and very beautiful.
She's coming in about an hour, so we'll all fingers crossed if she's a stunner. I doubt it, like.
But I'm not nervous. I'm not scared at all. Nothing to be nervous of. I mean, just because I'm 23 years older is absolutely no reason. 2 single people are having a vacation. This is the most daring thing I've done in my life, to give you an example of what a coward I am.
While the prof waits for his friend Aldra to arrive, best mate Julian is giving moral support.
I'm curious to see how they get on, actually. That's going to be the amusing thing.
Not to mention, all the hang-ups about weight and hair and everything. Look at me, I'm a guy from Brooklyn. You must know Woody Allen. He modeled himself after the way we all talk. And here, a beautiful young woman agrees to come and spend a holiday at my place in Wales. I feel flattered. I think that's the right sentiment.
And with the Amsterdam flight arriving on time, it won't be long till David's moment of truth. In Belarus, the Pells have arrived in the city of Gomel with their translator, Dennis.
Of course, we're taking them out for dinner tonight. That's the other thing, isn't it?
Yes.
So we've got a wild night in Gommel.
Exactly. I think we should walk better that way.
OK, all locked up?
First stop is the hospital which treats children affected by Chernobyl.
Gommel District.
Gommel District General Hospital.
There we are.
Look.
OK.
Lovely little teddy. Thank you. Orange.
Initially, the children were very shy when we visited them, but towards the end, they definitely warmed to us, and we brought round some fruit and sweets and things, and they were just so happy.
Ha 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 ha.
Spasiba.
We've got some things.
Many of the children suffer spinal defects and brittle bones because of the contamination.
A different one. You have to cuddle it a lot.
The Gommel region happens to be the nearest still occupied area near to the disaster zone. So on top of everything else, they had going against them the poverty, the lack of nutrition, and they had the additional major blow of contaminating the land, eating contaminated food, breathing contaminated air. This has a major ongoing effect for centuries to come.
There we go. OK, no problem, no problem.
The hospital is desperate for more money.
One piece of equipment they're trying to raise for is a bone saw.
Right.
That's to saw or split bones. This is a very... at the moment, they've got to do it all manually.
Right. So more pain for the patient.
More pain, takes longer, because if you do it manually, the cuts and so on are not that precise. So they grow together not as quick as they would grow and join together after the proper bone saw.
It's so unbelievable. We've got to do it. I just hope we can help. I hope we can help.
Единственное, что он надеется, что благодаря тому, что он делает...
In Liverpool, the Amsterdam plane landed 20 minutes ago, but so far, Aldra hasn't come through.
Nothing to worry about. One must be patient.
15 minutes later, and there's still no sign of David's hot date. Could Aldra have stood him up?
Had there been any alteration in her plans, I'm sure she would have emailed, so I think I'm very confident we'll see her in a couple of minutes.
In Belarus, the Pels reunion is going to plan. The next call is Olga's family.
Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. Oh.
Его зовут Крис.
How are you?
Debbie.
Оля нас познакомила.
Now we have for you just a little.
A lot of food in Belarus is still contaminated, so the Pels have brought gifts of chocolate and sweets.
Oh, look. I can't believe that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Chris's thank you present is a Russian watch.
Well, thank you.
They are grateful to you for hosting Ola in such a nice way. And that you fathered and mothered Olga like a father and a mother.
She was very easy to father and mother.
Yeah, she was lovely. I'm going to say thank you. This is... Thank you. That's absolutely lovely.
Thank you so much. It was very, very, very good. Thank you.
Chris and Debbie's next stop is to Liana's family.
Здравствуйте.
Рады. Очень красивые цветы.
Рада видеть. Попробуй, померяй.
So it fit? Oh, that was lucky.
Since holiday, has she seen Ola?
С тех пор, как приехала, видела с Олей?
Have you spoken?
Telephone, but you haven't seen Ola. So you see Ola
Tonight.
Tonight.
Oh, good.
Yes.
But the reunion back in Liverpool is still on hold. There's a problem, and now there's an official on the scene.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I didn't bring my passport.
This girl's coming off from Lithuania and she's just getting interviewed by immigration. I think she just wants to double-check the story properly.
That was immigration officials worried about another illegal immigrant to these islands, and I had to persuade the gentleman that I am indeed a long-term resident of the UK that the guest will stay with me for 2 weeks and then return to her native Lithuania. It just means I gotta wait a few more minutes for my date. No problem.
But finally, Aldra's allowed through, and the airport date is back on track.
Okay, that's for you. How was your trip, first of all?
It was very great.
But is it looking good for romance?
Pretty attractive girl, like, I think. She's nice, yeah.
With 2 weeks rambling in the Welsh hills, there's plenty of time for the couple to find out. In Belarus, the girls' families are about to meet for the first time.
Look. Hey, Liana. Liana, hola. This is Liana's mama, Liana's papa, Liana's brat. Initially, they were very nervous.
Alexis.
They haven't been to a restaurant in over 10 years.
You like a beer?
Just come and sit down.
The meal could cost the parents 2 months' salary. But tonight, the Pells are picking up the tab.
Good health and happiness.
Health and happiness.
Okay.
Health and happiness.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And it's not long before everyone gets in the party spirit.
1, 2, 3.
For the mums and dads, the time has come to make their kids cringe. But all good things must come to an end.
I've never met such friendly, wonderful people in my life.
Come again.
I was come again.
Lovely. Thank you.
Aldra and David are still in touch, but remain just good friends. Chris and Debbie are raising money for the hospital.
Okay.
And the girls are coming to stay again in the summer.
Wonderful.
Coming up on Airline...
Massively earlier than British Airways do. Massively earlier than British Airways.
One customer tries slumming it with easyJet.
Unfortunately, if I was director of British Airways, I would never use your company again.
Buy that one for your wife or your mistress. Or
And George's cabin crew dream gets off to a flyer.
Thank you very much. Right.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Can you just rush me through then?
All quiet, please.
The chicken's closed.
Well, the next one's tomorrow morning.
Tennis veteran Philip Waugh has to get to Glasgow.
I'm playing in the tennis court. I've got to be up there tonight. How long do you have to be here?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. I was here at 15:15. I got no ticket because I did it on the internet and it said go straight to the desk, and that's where you, yeah?
Yeah, it's the one that said Glasgow. That's where you should have gone.
Echo 2. Which is where?
And Philip keeps serving up those excuses.
I was in the terminal at past. How long do you have to wait for one of those buses? It made me late, but I was still in that car park, and you've got no idea about the transport system. I had to turn back and pick my laptop up because I'm taking my work at my office with me. And GE. Oh, please do something. Do a phone call. I've got all my stuff with me as well.
How many bags do you have to...
Just this, the tennis bag and my briefcase.
Hello, any chance we can ask for any NMCs on the Glasgow?
Please.
Okay then. Thank you, bye. Yeah, we're not allowed to...
Oh, that's just not on. Yeah. Oh, not that... Come on. Sorry. Don't believe it. I'm playing in a tennis top. Please try.
I've just asked my supervisor.
You weren't very persuasive, be honest.
If they say no, then it's a no. It doesn't matter how many bags or how many people. They won't accept you for the flight.
Do you honestly think she tried really hard to persuade the person? Just in this case, no, it is a question. Because if you'd have asked me to do it, I'd have been a whole lot more persuasive than that. I'm not shouting.
As another old pro put it, you cannot be serious. Passenger service agent Georgina Horton is usually on the other side of check-in. But with an interview to join cabin crew looming, she's decided to find out more about her dream job.
I'm going to Nice today, and hopefully I'll be able to see what actually cabin crew really do.
And who better to learn from than her old friend Bob Brain.
You're right, darling.
Yeah, OK, well, this is it. This is home for the next 11 hours.
As a passenger, Georgie is happy to sit back, do some light reading, take some advice.
But if you just try and relax as much as you can and be yourself.
And do a little observing. But Bob's got other plans.
OK. Any rubbish there, sir? Thank you. Any rubbish at all, lads? Rubbish at all there, sir? Thank you.
Well, Georgie,
there we go, Bob, that's for you.
This is the glamour side to fly.
Not too bad, though, was it?
No?
Glamorous rubbish.
Did you think that you'd have to go through with a rubbish bag? No?
And she's not finished yet.
Anything from the gift shop, little puppies? You could buy yourself that one.
Yeah.
Buy that one for your wife or your mistress or whoever.
Thank you very much. Right.
And then just rub it together.
All right.
Oh.
I was late by 5 minutes for my flight at 4 o'clock.
On the ground, Phillips swapped excuses for charm. He's managed to get himself on standby for the last flight, but there's no guarantee of a seat.
Which one have they put you on? Do you know?
The Glasgow one over there. 6 o'clock, is it? I don't know. When you managed to get people happy, did people jump over and give you a big kiss?
No.
Might be a first here. I'm only joking. See, I can be charming.
OK, if you go straight over. Desk 36.
Phillips won his first small victory in his bid for tennis glory. And he's not the only one aiming high.
Good morning, everyone. If you'd just like to come in and take a seat for us.
Down the road at easyJet's training base, Georgie and the other cabin crew hopefuls have got a testing day ahead.
I think after all these years I've been waiting for this actual day to actually get the interview. It's an achievement for me.
OK, wonderful. A very warm welcome, everyone. OK, so you know a little bit about us, but we know absolutely nothing about you guys. What I would like from you is your first name and either your first poster or the first piece of music that you ever bought.
Hi, my name's Neil, and my first record was Top of the Pops record a long time ago.
OK, wonderful, thank you.
Hi, I'm Josiah, and my first poster was of Madonna.
OK, thank you.
I'm Georgina, and my first poster was Rod Stewart. That's fine.
No problems whatsoever. Thank you very much.
I can't believe that I'm 43, and it's something that I wanted to do 20 years ago. And like when you think 20 years was such a long time ago, but when it's like here now, it feels like yesterday.
OK, what we'd like you to do is just turn your ability test over and write your names at the top of the ability test.
Failed the test, and she's going home before lunch.
Start now.
An hour later, it's over. George's dreams of flying high now rest with the examiners.
The application form. Do you have your...
At the training base, the exam papers have been marked. For Georgie, it's the moment of truth.
Did you get the name badge?
I think probably in about 5 minutes' time they'll be calling us in. And I think we're basically told if we go through the next stage or not. So the stomach's going over, the butterflies are doing 10 to a dozen. But all I can do is wait, really.
What's coming?
They're split into 2 rooms, the yes room and the no room. But which one is Georgie in?
OK, guys, as Claire said earlier, unfortunately, this isn't the nicest part of the day. However, we would like to take this opportunity to thank you very much indeed for all your hard work and all your input that you have actually put in today. Unfortunately, it is my job to actually tell you if you do have any plans for this afternoon, you will need to cancel them because you've all been successful. OK, congratulations. Well done.
Yes, I'm happy. At one moment, she had me thinking, oh, that's it, home we go, back to PSA. But yeah, I feel really, really happy.
Georgie's got through the first stage, but she'll have to wait a whole week before she finds out if she's on the training course. In Newcastle, training officer Helen Bramley's got a new project on. She's organising a big event for charity.
We're just getting ready to do some auditions for the fashion show. We've advertised via around the departments, asking for people to volunteer to be models. So, but what we've said is that it's a meeting as opposed to auditions. So when they get here, you see, they're going to be faced with a panel. Just because we're evil, really, just because we like to put people through their paces. So you're going that way, I'm going this way.
Helen fancies herself as the Simon Cowell of easyJet, and she's using everything at her disposal to get the desired effect.
I like the fact that this is really intimidating, the great big table. Do you? Yeah. We want an only chance. You know, the thing.
But there's a more serious point to the project.
At the end of the day, as long as we don't lose sight of the fact that it's basically to raise money for Cancer Research UK. So even if it was just £7, if we've just sold 1 ticket, that's fine.
Even though it's for a good cause, Helen's intimidation tactics could backfire.
Can you think of your most memorable or satisfying experience that you've had to date?
To date? Memorable experience.
This is on the spot.
Oh, no, I cannot.
It looks like Helen's got a flop idol on her hands.
Excellent. Thanks very much. Wasn't too scary, was it?
No. I just think everyone in the office has really been put off by it. Like.
Well, I don't know. You can go back and tell them it's scary if you want. Or you can tell them it's not scary. But I can't do any auditions tomorrow, so it's basically today on never, really. Right. I really thought that I was going to have people in place that obviously I haven't now. I had allowed for some, but not this quantity.
And if no one else turns up, the show's off.
Q.
Yeah.
9XLW.
At the sales desk, student Henry Herbert is on his way to Bristol. It's his first time flying a budget airline, but so far so good.
Yeah, the seat's on the 6:10 flight. I can put you on that.
That's fine. I'll just book it if that's all right to swap. Sorry.
3.
Henry's not quite sure how it all works.
What sort of identification do you need? Because I haven't got my driver, so I've got
There's
to...
a photographic
That's
ID.
it, right.
Just bear with us a sec. Do you not have a driving licence?
No, I've got a driving fine, so it's with the driving fine club.
I'll show you exactly what it has to be. On the top one.
OK, I should say you've got your rules in place, but, I mean, this isn't stated on your website. It says you need a photographic form of identification. A lot of students will not have passed their driving certificate, and not everyone carries their passport around, which is quite important. What other form of identification do you think they might have with them? Perhaps one of these, which is issued by a university. I mean, I think that looks like me.
And he's got friends in high places.
I mean, my father's director of British Airways, and I don't have to give it any security, and not for any reason at all. There's never a question once you've booked the ticket. Given that you state on your website you need a photographic form of identification, this is not on your website. I think it's a bit unreasonable. I think it's totally unreasonable. So to close your flight, I mean, massively earlier than British Airways do. Massively earlier than British Airways do.
Fine, to put on face. Not British Airways.
Unfortunately, my father's director of British Airways. I would never use your company again. I mean, can I personally speak to your supervisor?
I'll get it down for you.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm going to talk to the supervisor, but I'll get some orange-shirted, jumped-up 25-year-old girl trying to tell me that I don't have a form of face identification.
Apparently his father's managing director of British Airways, but that doesn't help when he's travelling with easyJet.
Helen's auditions aren't going to plan. Only 5 people have turned up.
I want to know where they are. Where are you? Please?
Louise and Lisa are sent out to press gang anyone they can find.
A great start, no one here. Nobody in here.
But there's no escape for sitting duck Emma Elwood.
All it is just a little audition.
We are looking for audition.
We're looking for people. I don't really want to audition for something where I'm not going to get it.
Come on. Well, you got to just walk across the floor. Give a little wiggle.
How are you? Oh, go on then. Come on. 2 seconds.
Hello. Hi, Emma. If you just stand there for us, thanks. Right. Fabulous. What we want to ask you to do is just do a quick impression of anybody that you want. What about doing a bit Cilla Black for us?
Cilla Black? I can't remember what you said.
Well, we can do Simon Cowell.
My pants aren't high enough.
Emma's on board, but Helen's still facing a crisis. Out on the tarmac, the Bristol flight is about to leave, but it's not hooray for Henry. Supervisor Leanne isn't budging.
It's not classed as a valid identification form.
Henry's pretty sure she's wrong, and he should know Dad is in the business.
Me, I think that's me, undeniably me, plus name, from a reputable thing, University of Durham. And I think that should be acceptable.
Did you read the terms and conditions on the website?
As I said, Chief, and I'll say it again for the third time, I indeed did, and it suggested, quite rightly, because I mean, I would have my driving licence with me, but the trouble is it's off with the driving fines, people. Or passport, my passport's at home. So I thought this would be OK. So, yeah, what do you think?
No, it's only the forms of ID that's listed on the website, and if you've ticked the terms and conditions and getting a confirmed booking, you've ticked to say that you've read the terms and conditions.
I think, could I possibly, I mean, not this video, I mean, you'll probably say no, but could you possibly refund my fare and I'm going to go fly British Airways?
You would have to speak to the ticket desk for that. I don't know what they've already explained, but I don't really know much about the ticket desk.
I like your company's supposed to have price in the butt. It's great. Did you go on a course for it or not? You didn't get any training, did you? No. It's the first time I've travelled on easyJet. To me, it smacks of an airline that is fundamentally flawed, riddled with difficulties, and awash with customer complaints over, over unreasonable, quite unreasonable issues.
He obviously didn't have the right ID, and he thought he could get away with using his university pass. But he did at one point say that his photographic driving licence was sent away for one reason or another. So he knew that he should have had that.
No luck for Henry, but he's a jolly nice bloke.
I'm trying to put myself in a position of audience, and there is just nothing worse than seeing somebody who...
Helen's day isn't improving.
It just makes you want to cringe. So, Fiona, lovely girl and brilliant for other things, but definitely no for this.
I just don't know. I just don't think you can say no straight away, especially not when I haven't had that many people.
No, but at the end of the day, though...
Have, like, 6 models.
And at the end of the day, Louise, what you've got to think about, if you want to be a part of something like this, you want it to be the best that you can make it. I'm sorry.
No one can meet Helen's high standards. Until Brian.
Brian, what's the most satisfying experience that you've ever had?
I'd have to say Man United win the European Champions League in 1999.
Right. What happened? I know they won, but what part did you play in that?
Well, I don't actually play for Man United. So. They've missed out there.
Anyway, we're asking everybody to give an impersonation. And we've chosen David Brent for you.
I know what I can do.
Oh, God, he's going to round of applause, please, girls. That was fabulous.
It's been a trying afternoon, and there's only 3 weeks until the show.
Bye-bye. See you later. Thanks.
In the Scottish Veterans Indoor Tournament, Philip Waugh was knocked out in the doubles semi-final. And after flying British Airways, Henry Herbert arrived in Bristol 4 hours late. He still hasn't flown easyJet. Coming up on Airline...
Can you get me a supervisor then? You can't even do that.
David Crane meets his match.
By the time the supervisor gets in, and he will be too bloody late.
easyJet's Newcastle staff go wild in the name of charity. And Jane Peach lands herself in a spot of bother.
I don't want to go out on a disciplinary, do I? Now I've got my cabin crew job.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
I'm happy on the way home. I just want you to get me to Athens today. I don't want to go to... That'll save you money. I don't want to go to Glasgow.
You don't want to go back to Glasgow today?
No, I want to go to Athens.
Yesterday, Joanne McNaught and her 2 children flew down from Glasgow to catch an onward flight to Athens. Unfortunately, they're still in Luton.
Basically, you want to go out today and still return on the 23rd,
I want exact same return. I want you to just go today on the 140. Well, Athens airport was snowed in, but before I left Glasgow, they told me the flight was going ahead twice, so I got on the plane. I got down here late last night to find out it was cancelled. I had to go to a hotel, come back this morning.
And it's still no go. With all the Athens flights fully booked, Joanne's only chance of travelling is to sweet-talk supervisor Jane Peach.
The only thing we can do, which we don't normally do, is standby. We don't actually do standby.
Is there a chance I'll go on it?
It's probably a pretty good chance you will get on the Athens, but because of all this disruption yesterday, there's going to be lots of people wanting to get on there.
Could you not make a special case and say, could this lady get on the Athens flight, please?
Believe you me, everyone has got a special case.
OK. I think I'll try it then.
Yeah. Be optimistic. Yeah. She wants to get on the Athens flight, but it's already overbooked. We don't do standby, but on this occasion we're prepared to do it. But she needs to wait about 10 minutes before the flight closes. It'll be about 10 to 1. And then if there's spare seats, then we will put her on it. But failing that, we'll be prepared to put her on a later Glasgow, which is 7 o'clock this evening.
It'll be an anxious 3-hour wait for Joanne and the kids. Over at check-in, it's a big day for Georgie Horton.
Just put it on there so I'll just get the weight if you don't mind, thank you.
She's about to find out if she's made it onto the cabin crew training course.
I didn't think I'd be so nervous, actually. I just hope it's going to be tears of joy and not tears of sadness.
For Georgie, this has been a personal mission. She's lost 2 stone in weight, had expert guidance from veteran Bob Brain,
you've all been successful,
and has passed the first round of exams. It's a waiting game for Georgie, and there's only one person she can talk to, best friend Ronnie.
My stomach is going over and over and over and over and over. I'm absolutely, be glad when it's 11 o'clock, I think. I don't drink, Ronnie, but I feel like a brandy today. Bye. Hiya.
Over at the sales desk, Joanne McNaught has already talked herself onto the standby list for Athens. But now she wants her seats confirmed.
Please, because you know the time now.
Well, I can't do anything at the moment, but because we've got a few more people as well, but you are first in line. I'll put you down as Scottish ×3.
Thank you.
Right, so you're first anyway, so about 10-2-5-2. Come and see myself.
Well, just sit over here with the
That's
kids
fine,
then. I
that's
won't miss
fine.
out then, no. Right.
Okay.
Do you think I might be lucky?
Aye. You know.
I think I will, won't I?
You think so?
Thanks.
Don't get too cocky though, yeah?
I'm not being cocky, I just want a truthful answer.
I think there's a very good chance you will get to Athens today.
Thank you.
With half an hour still to go, Jane takes a risk.
19 no-shows, I'd say do it.
Oh, thank you.
What if everyone turns up before 1 o'clock?
Take a chance on it, do it.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Okay.
So that's me sorted then. Thanks. Bye.
It is a brave decision, but I've got to take a decision. Broad shoulders, you know.
Over at the cafe, George is also counting down the minutes.
There's a phone call for you upstairs, Georgina.
All right, come on then. Thank you,
Coming,
Leah.
Ronnie?
Yes, Ronnie's coming.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm nervous.
Like this.
Hello?
Hello, is that Georgie?
Yeah, speaking.
Hello, it's Claire from easyJet, the cabin crew department. You were really good on your assessment day, and we'd like to offer you a position with us as cabin crew. Congratulations.
Thank you. Sorry.
Can you warm me when you scream every time?
Sorry. Yes. Come fly with me. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, told you it'd be all right. Oh, dear. I can't believe it really now. I think after all these years that I've been wanting to do it, and to actually sort of now know that I'm finally going to do it. I know I've got like the training and all that, you know, which I shall enjoy, but although I have enjoyed being a PSA, I really have enjoyed being a passenger service agent, and I've loved working over this side, and it will be sad to go. Bob, I've done it! I've got it!
Oh, fantastic! Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
Oh, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm okay now. Yeah, really happy.
Oh, Georgie,
I've had the tears.
Georgie,
yeah?
welcome to the world of flying.
Thank you.
There's 10 minutes to go before the Athens flight closes, and 10 passengers still to check in.
It could be that they'll arrive, but I hope my judgment is right in this case.
At least she can rely on Joe for his total support.
I just heard there's a big coach load coming. Seriously. Just got a call from my man down the station, big coach load full of Athens passengers waiting to check in. Seriously.
No. I can tell from your look on your face, Joe, that he's joking me. Here comes one.
Right.
Hello.
Go to Athens. Fantastic. There you go.
You going to Athens? 3 of you?
No,
Just one?
Yeah.
There's only one of them, there's only one.
Just
There's
one
only
of them.
one of them.
So only 6 more to go then.
Oh, where's all these people come from? There's 6 minutes left, and there's 6. How many places? You've got 6. Six no-shows. I can't believe that Joe wants this to happen. He's willing it to happen, isn't he? He's standing there willing it to happen so that I get caught out. There's 2 people coming up now. I wonder where they're going. 5 minutes. I don't want to go out on a disciplinary, do I? Now I've got my cabin crew job. Must be safe now, don't you think?
And with 2 seats to spare, Jane lives to fight another day.
All smiles. See, it worked out all right.
But not everyone has been quite so lucky.
I can't get on the flight to Nice, unfortunately.
You're joking.
So, how much for you?
Please.
Yeah.
Other than
I'll pay extra. Please get me on the flight.
Deborah Apostolou has just missed check-in for the last flight to Nice. Reservations agent David Crane makes that phone call.
Can't take on these, can we?
Stansted to Copenhagen. So how would I get to Stansted?
Are we taking on it?
I believe.
Can we send anyone over? Yeah. Cheers. Right, tomorrow morning.
You take that bit off of mine. It's not even on your mark.
No, it's on that
Tomorrow
one.
morning, unfortunately.
Well, Newcastle covered.
I don't mind paying extra. Just is there any way you can get me on the
I
flight?
cannot get you on the flight to Nice, unfortunately, tonight, no. Check-in closed at 5 o'clock.
And that was the time the train pulled up, so I've missed it by what, 10 minutes?
Right.
And then nothing at all you can do. Can I speak to somebody? Because I don't mind paying extra. I just need to get on the flight.
I can't get you on it.
Why can't you get me on it? I booked the seat.
Because you've missed the check-in.
Okay,
But
then.
that's not my fault.
I'm just trying to get there,
All I can do is be on the first flight in the morning.
But that's no good to me. I need to get there tonight. Can I see a supervisor or something? Because he's saying, I don't mind paying extra. I just need to get on this flight. Yeah, it's not my fault the train was delayed or cancelled or whatever. And he's saying to me, I've booked and paid for it. I don't mind paying extra to get on the flight. But they're saying that I can't get on the flight. It's closed. I always thought it was 20 minutes. Maybe that was my misunderstanding. But I don't mind paying extra. I want to see somebody. Do you know what I mean? You're never going to believe this. You're supposed to be going over there to get engaged. My bloke's going to be waiting at the airport and everything. Do you know what I mean? Got chocolates for the mother-in-law and presents and God knows what.
With her engagement at stake, Deborah won't let it lie.
Because you missed it.
But they was only just closing when I got there, you just said.
Because once
You just said they was closing when I got there.
Once the check-in is closing, once the check-in is closed,
No, you said it was closing, it wasn't closed. Yeah? Can you get me a supervisor, please?
Hello, it's Carly. Would you be able to pop down to
I know you're only doing your job, mate, but I'm not satisfied.
I can't get you on the flight
Yeah,
to
well, can you
Nice.
get me a supervisor then? You can't even do that. By the time the supervisor gets in, then he will be too bloody late.
Now for a tricky phone call.
Because I got here at 5:05 and the check-in closed at 5 o'clock, babe. I was at the train station at 3:30 to get the 20 to 4 train. Yeah, and it was cancelled. Tomorrow morning, I'm on the first flight in the morning. I arrive at 10:15. But are you working? All day. I'm going to call you in a little while. I ain't got no more change. I had £1. I just stuck it in the phone. All right? I might stay at the airport. I might go to the hotel. I don't know. But it was Thameslink. They cancelled the train. He loves me.
Hi.
It's early morning in Bristol, and easyJet stalwart Bob Brain has turned up for another day at work. But what he doesn't know is that Jane Bolton has just entered the building.
Well, Bob thinks he's flying to Newcastle with James to do some photo shoot thing, but I've come down from Luton and I've just come down to surprise him for his birthday, so I've got to decorate the crew room in a minute and then we'll surprise him.
Co-conspirator James Densley needs to keep Bob out of the crew room for as long as possible.
It's going really well. He still doesn't know. It's getting quite difficult to keep it from him now. I've had to be really careful what I've said to him. There's been a few occasions I've thought, oh, what shall I say? So that he doesn't spoil the surprise. But he still doesn't know.
I can't do these. Bob's, like me, he's been easyJet probably about the same time. Well, I've been there 8 years this year. I think Bob might have been there from the very beginning. I'm not sure. But a hell of a long time, yeah. But you know when you just hit it off with someone? He's so funny. How cool are those planes, Lit? Bob's gin chocolate. Do you know what? It's like a child. Should be his 5th birthday, not his 50th.
With the imaginary flight only half an hour away, they head off for the crew room, with Bob blissfully ignorant of what's in store. Deborah Apostolou hasn't quite got to grips with Luton Airport. Last night she missed flight number 1. Then this morning, flight 2.
I got here at 25 to 7, which was 5 minutes after check-in had closed yet again.
And then flight number 3. Deborah's finally on her way to the loving arms of her fiancé-to-be.
It's going to be a bit of a emotional for Carl when I get there, though. He's not going to be best impressed, but so it goes, isn't it?
You managed to speak?
No. I phoned this morning and it was off. I just went straight onto his voicemail. So, and I don't know what he would have said if I said I missed another flight. But I've no doubt he'll tell me all about it tonight when I see him.
And her boyfriend's not the only person Deborah's trying to keep sweet.
So you
He's still here?
No, I
Hey?
just checked in. What coming off, you know,
Don't miss
chocolate.
this one.
No. Sorry
All
for
right.
being a bit verbal yesterday.
That's all right. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Probably got a bit of poison in it or something anyway, so I let him have that one.
Do you know what I think we're going to have to do? I think we're just going to have to walk until the music runs out. It's far too late for this, like. This is the only scene that's really
Boy, girl.
At the Newcastle Falcons Rugby Club, easyJet's Helen Bramley is putting the final touches to a charity fashion show.
The dress rehearsal, in theory, everything should go wrong, and that's where you learn. If the dress rehearsal goes really well, I'll be flapping. At 6 o'clock, I'll be really flapping.
I think the pressure's starting to hit now because she keeps losing her rag.
You are ready to go back. She just flips around and goes and follows you, man. I've lost it a couple of times. I swore blind I wouldn't lose it, and then there's been lots of swear words, and I've basically just lost it. We're now 2 hours behind schedule. 2 hours.
Somebody, whoever is before or after Laura's going to have to tell her what to do.
Can somebody tell Laura what to do, then?
Today's been quite stressful. First couple hours was all right because everybody was just thinking it's like a normal rehearsal again. Then all of a sudden, it's the night. It's like 6:30, doors open in half an hour, and we're only practice the finale.
Sorry, we're crossing at the second station again, eh?
Helen has spent the last 3 months organising this event for cancer research. With time running out, could things get any worse?
Check it.
Back in the crew room, Jane still isn't ready, and James is desperately stalling for time.
This is where the old checking desks used to be along here.
What? So this really was the old term?
Yeah, this was
And in
this
fact,
was Bristol Airport.
You better bloody appreciate it.
I didn't know you had You kept that a secret. Thank you very much.
You're not going to Newcastle.
You come down, yeah. You're not going to Newcastle,
You're
are
not
you?
going to... None of us are.
Oh, my God. You are very bad. Oh, I can't believe this. I'm speechless.
Oh, my God.
And that is not like me.
No, it isn't.
Jane, you are in mega trouble,
I know
tell
you thought you was going to a fabulous photo shoot, but you're not.
As was also beamish.
What is it I've always said? You've got to get up very early to catch me out. You've done it. It's not very often that I am stuck for words, as anybody will say, but I had no idea. I'm absolutely speechless. What can I say?
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Good Lord. It's to another 50. Which I don't think I should still be in orange then, but...
Backstage at the fashion show, and with just minutes to go, confidence is soaring.
Oh, feel sick. Helen?
I'm going to heal.
As we come back from see someone else crossing. Just walk straight past.
I've lost the use of my mouth. After all the shouting and yelling today, every time I go in there, I end up losing it with someone because they've got a drink in there, and I'm thinking, oh no, the pose.
My boyfriend wanted to come, but I said no. But it's looked like this, so I'd definitely not. I won't do this ever again. It's far too stressful.
It's for charity.
If it wasn't for charity, I wouldn't be doing it.
About 9 minutes to go. Apprehensive, but excited as well.
easyJet's very own Mark Hawes has been given the task of opening the show.
Right, this is it, guys. We've got about 4 minutes. Just, it doesn't matter if anything goes wrong. It doesn't matter. We've got that money now. It is in the charity box now. Can't do anything about it. No going back. The only other thing that we've got to do now is just enjoy ourselves the best we can. Have fun. That was the main objective of the whole process. So just do that. And thanks again. First of all, we'd like to kick off with easyJet's own Mark.
There's nothing left for you to fear. Shake
like a treat, didn't it? Just came together like an absolute dream. Such hard work on these guys' behalf. What can I say? It's a wrap, innit?
Deborah Apostolou finally made it to Nice, and her engagement has been postponed. Bob Brain remains one of easyJet's longest-serving cabin crew.
Come fly with me!
And Georgie can't wait to take to the skies.